There we go. Okay, there we go. Boy, I was struggling. I don't know what was going on. That was weird. It went to like a whole nother thing. What's good, y'all? Hold on, let me see. We had Jones was first, Sean second, Pokey, DR Braves. What's happening, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Happy to stream. Appreciate that. Yo, what's good? Been waiting on your review. What's good, Casper? Fangs was happening. Gonna go out in the left field with this. Draft the nastiest safety. Stack that defense. Believe our offense is good enough. Antonio Gibson is our future running back. I agree. What's good, Smokes? He made a whole different string. Wait, what? Somebody said Nate Robinson was using that D'Antoni defense last night. Bro, I done seen so many Nate Robinson memes, but they on buddy head. Giants will kill the Bengals. Yeah, I can't see the Bengals beating the Giants. I can't. There's no way. I really think that's one of the, like, if I had to pick 3 locks on the week, I think the Giants beat the Bengals would be one of them, bro. Like, if I had to put money on it. I ain't picking up Higgins in fantasy. Rico Antonio Gibson is the best rookie running back. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been telling y'all he has the most potential. Now, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a hotter start, so I wasn't mad at people for saying that. And James Robinson has been balling too. But Antonio Gibson is definitely, like, we're going to look down the line from like 3 years from now, look back, and know that Antonio Gibson is the best running back. And I've been saying since day one he had the most potential. It was just whether or not Scott Turner learned how to use him. And, I mean, Antonio Gibson's biggest weakness has been pass blocking. And now that he's improving in that, now he's able to get on the field more often, because we were subbing Antonio Gibson out for J.D. McKissick on third downs because Antonio Gibson was just that bad at pass blocking. Now that he's improved at pass blocking, we can keep him on the field more, and now he's able to have a larger impact on the game. Gibson has 11 TDs. Terry and Gibson are the future for this team. I agree. Y'all gotta watch the Giants and the Bengals game. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. We need them Giants to win, of course, for me. I mean, depends on what you want. No, we want the Bengals to win. Y'all want the Bengals to win, not me. So, Bengals are top pick. And anyway, and either way it goes, Bengals aren't going quarterback. I'm more worried about the Giants going quarterback than Bengals. So I prefer the Bengals to win and keep their top pick than the Giants. We swept them boys. Yeah, the Cowboys go out sad, man. Cowboys go out sad. They might have the last laugh in the long run, though. We'll see. But right now, they're getting killed on social media. We need Giants to win so we get a better pick. Who y'all want at QB? I like a lot. I like all the top 4 guys a lot. Like, I honestly feel like Lance and Wilson will be QB1 in most other drafts. I feel like this draft is that crazy, and the only reason we're not fanning over Wilson and Lance is because Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields exist. If Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields didn't exist, Lance and Zach Wilson would be the undisputed number 1, number 2 overall pick. They all look better than Justin Herbert coming out of college. They look better than what's his face? Dang, I just had him in my head. I said Justin Herbert. I'm trying to think of other QB classes, like guys that are performing well. Honestly, Tua because of injuries, they look better than him. Coming out of you are, Mom? Tua looks better. They look better than Tua coming out of college just off of Tua's injury concerns. Literally, if they would have came out the Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota draft, they would have been number 1 and number 2 over them. I don't think people understand how special this QB class is. Everybody's just focused on hyping up Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, but Lance and Wilson are also really great. And I honestly feel like if they were part of their own QB class, separate from Lawrence, who like everybody's loved since his freshman year, then they would be easily QB 1 and 2. Oh, Mitch Trubisky, that's what I was about to say. Mitch Trubisky went number 2 overall. They would have definitely have gone way before him, even in that draft. Even though that people didn't know Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson were going to be that good. Because, Deshaun Watson, he just has winner traits, but he's not especially great at any particular thing. That's why he slid so far. Pat Mahomes, all the potential in the world, but people just thought he wouldn't be able to learn how to run an offense, like the mental parts. And we see how wrong we were about that. So everybody just thought Mitch Trubisky was the guy. Telling you, Zach Wilson and Trey Lance would have been over him also in that draft. That would have been a crazy draft if you would have included them. We need Giants to win so we get another pick. Who y'all want? So yeah, I'm cool with either of the 4. I think all 4 guys are gonna be like top quarterbacks in the league. Again, the bar is moving. What an average quarterback was years ago is not the average quarterback now. Like Kirk Cousins was considered an average quarterback slightly above average, honestly, back in 2015 when he was with us. He hasn't gotten any worse particularly, but the standard of QBs has gotten so high with mobility, arm strength, playmaking, off-schedule playmaking, all of that type of stuff. Now Kirk Cousins is easily one of the bottom quarterbacks in the league. That's just, quarterbacks have just gotten way better. That's why I feel like we need a really good quarterback to even be able to compete with these guys. It's not 5 years ago. The landscape is different from 5 years ago. We need one more really good wide receiver. It would be nice, because I don't know what's going on with Steven Sims, man. That man only had one catch. I'm working on a video. I'm working on a video to, what's it called it? Is lagging for every... Rico, you there? Oh, wait, so people can't hear me? Wait, Rico, what happened to the stream? Hello? Alright, so people can't hear me? People can't hear me? Hello? Hello? So people can't hear me, man? It's just... I see it on my screen. That's crazy. Let me see. Let me try to pull it up. Let me see. Can y'all hear and see me? Let me see if I can watch the stream, because I think... Advertisement. Dang, I hit myself with advertisement. We can hear you. I can hear and see you. Okay, so people can. Okay, people can. So some people are struggling, but some people are good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What was I saying? Forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, no, I would love another. I'm working on a video that's breaking down a lot of, like, you know, I did the crazy stats a while ago. Bruh, after this Cowboys win, bro, we have some crazy stats, like this show that Chase Young, Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin are going to be truly special. Like, there is some ridiculous stats that you wouldn't even think of. Some just historical stats, some advanced analytics stats. Like, bro, these got this trio. If we can just get a quarterback in there to make it the four-headed monster, we should be in instant Super Bowl contenders. I literally think if we just get a dominant quarterback, I believe Wilson, Lance, Fields, Lawrence, any of them, and have a four-headed monster, there's no reason we shouldn't be instant Super Bowl contenders. I'm telling you, like, if you look at I'm working on the video, so I was gonna try to get that out to y'all yesterday, but I was busy yesterday. So after this stream, I'm gonna start working on it. But like, it's some crazy stats that I was like, wow, like they're that good. I knew they were good. Like, I love Terry, and I think he's great, but I ain't know he was that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things like that. So, so yeah, like, and what made me think about that is the fact that, like, it's one stat that I'm gonna talk about in the video. It shows literally what any other receiver did other than Terry McLaurin in that game. And I think it was literally Dontrell Inman or Cam Sims. One of them, one catch, 18 yards, something like that. Steven Sims, one catch, 11 yards. That's it. Other than Terry McLaurin and the running backs and the tight ends, that's it. Like, there were no other impactful receivers. Literally, it was Terry McLaurin with how many ever catches he had? I think like 8 for almost 100 yards. And then the next receiver had one catch, like 18 yards, and then Steven Sims had one catch, 11 yards. Like, we do need a receiver. That was just basically a long about route to basically say, I agree, we do need another playmaker on the other side. I don't know what happened with Cam Sims, though. Cam Sims started cooking up, so I don't know what's going on with that. Got 57 fantasy points on Thursday. Oh, man, you racked up. I have terrible news that's so bad it's kind of good. All right, bet. Let me see, Jones. What's good, Jefferson? What's good, Dwayne Freeman? What's happening? We lost, but it was 74-62. I said we pick up a lockdown corner safety in the first round, get a QB at the second and third. I disagree, but hey, man, if it works, it works. I don't know if it's loading for me. We dropped the most points by any freshman high school team. Oh, but you still lost? Why was that game so high scoring? Rico, you there. So, yeah, I think everybody should be straight now. You have 2 streams broadcasting? I do? I do? Let me go check. Let me go check and see why that's happening. Hold on. I'm on my way right now. Because I shouldn't. Let me go check the other stream and make sure we're good. And Brody, leave her alone, man. I'm trying to stream right now. Let's see. Let's see. Which stream is this? Exit. Let me see. Alright, so we have one stream. Okay, so let's go to this stream, and I don't know why I'm streaming 2 at the same time. I don't know how that happened. I don't even know how to do that on purpose. I don't know. That was a glitch then. Thank you, Steve. My boy Steve, man. Appreciate that, Steve. Are we lagging less now that it's only one stream, I guess? That was crazy that you could even do that. Wait, Beast Mode super chatted 2? Cruzon super chatted 2? Man, I appreciate y'all, man. That's crazy that it didn't even come up with the colors to make it obvious. I had to see it in the thing. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real. So, are we good? Is it better now that, like, I'm not streaming twice at the same time? But yeah, man, I'm just here to live stream just to watch these games and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about for a couple hours. I might stream for like 2 hours, maybe up to like halftime or something, and then I'm gonna dip out. So man, yeah, I just wanted to I want to do something because I didn't stream Thursday, I didn't stream Friday like I normally do. So I just figured I might as well do something and at least just pull up Sunday. I'm not as busy today, so I was like, I might as well stream today. And Brody, Aja, hold on, I'm picking y'all up. No, y'all gotta stop. All this time y'all had to fight before the stream. Now y'all want to fight during the stream. No. Explain yourself. No. You first, and then we'll talk to Brody afterwards. What happened? No, what happened? No. Let me know. What's good? What's going on, Asha? You look so weird in camera. Like you can't even see your eyes. You look so funny. You look so different on camera from real life. You gotta do better. You gotta become more photogenic. Can y'all please stop fighting though? Please, Asha. Please. You have 2 streets. So is it good now? Let me see. Cause I don't see any comments going, so I don't know like if I'm behind. Let me see. Refresh. Oh, there we go. Okay, bet. Yeah, the comments froze. So I was like, wow, I'm just sitting here like ain't nobody commenting nothing. Let me see where we at. Alright, now I gotta go back up. Cause okay, we hear you. We can hear you. You good? I think he's reading the comments from the last stream that was laggy. Okay, so we're good. All right. Can hear you, see you, Rico. We can hear you. You good now? Still want us to tank, huh? Of course, Juan Gotti. Of course. I mean, again, I'm not a tanker. Like, I'm not like just lose on purpose. I'm rooting for us to lose though, because tanking, of course, has like a long-lasting negative stigma. Like, I mean, if you tank on purpose and Terry McLaurin and Chase Young know you're tanking, you lose them. When their contract's up, they're gonna sign somewhere else. So I'm not saying tank, but definitely lose. Y'all want to win this division? Y'all still honestly want to win this division? Like y'all with a straight face want to win this division? Gibson, like I want us to play well and everybody progress. Like I like the fact that players are developing and stuff like that. But my losing is the best thing for us. I'm telling y'all. Gibson broke the record for Thanksgiving. Washington gonna be nasty next year. That's what I'm thinking. Who's your comp for Gibson? I agree with DMV Sports Zone. I'm closer to like an Alvin Kamara that's a better runner between the tackles. That's where I'm at. Rico, I never got to ask you, but why do you want? I want top quarterback. And again, I don't want to tank. I want to lose, but I'm tanking on purpose. Like how obvious it is in the NBA is really bad in the NFL. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Like once you lose your guys and they like don't believe in you, it's hard to get them back. It's really hard to get them back. So that's why I don't say tank, unless you can do it in a way that nobody knows you're tanking. Like like Ron Rivera with that going for 2 against the Giants. Hey man, get creative with it. But like the Jaguars kicking onside kicks in the first quarter against the Steelers, they're obviously tanking. They want to lose. They were like, here, take the ball back and score again right now. Like, just go ahead and score. We're going to give you easy field position and all that. Like, don't do that. Because that's when you lose Chase Young. That's when you lose Terry McLaurin. That's when you lose all of those guys. But yeah, losing the rest of the year out? Of course. I say we get locked down safety. No thanks. 49ers can't play in Santa Clara. Yeah, that's sad. I think Wilson is the perfect fit for what Scott wants to run. I think Lance is slightly a better fit, but Wilson would also be great in it. And Wilson is far more ready to play day one. Like, if you want to win tomorrow, I think you can. I think Wilson can come in and win a game for us against the Eagles this year. Like, I think that game 17, we could just somehow draft Wilson now. I think he'd be ready against the Eagles already. Like, I feel like he could win that game. I mean, granted, the Eagles aren't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zach Wilson is, like, ready to start day one type potential. But I do feel like Lance has the way higher ceiling, and I feel like Lance can ultimately duplicate what Cam Newton brought way better to the Panthers offense than what Zach Wilson could. But Zach Wilson's great. Zach Wilson, I think, is going to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. I think if he goes to the right team, he can win a Super Bowl easily. But, you know what I'm saying, he's just not as freakishly athletic and arm strength, not as crazy as a Trey Lance. But again, with Trey Lance, it's like boom or bust. He may not work out, you know what I'm saying? Coming with jokes early on the whole time he did. Wait, what happened? Terry leads the NFL in yards. Yes, sir. We got to see after Sunday, though. That's the thing, though, because he's played. Other wide receivers haven't played yet, so I hope he's still leading the NFL in receiving yards after this. Chase that man down. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Terry different, bro. Terry's different. I'm on the Zach Wilson trade. I love Zach Wilson also. You keep talking about a QB. We need to solidify our O-line. Well, I don't know why people think our O-line is just the worst ever. I don't think y'all understand our O-line is actually not bad. It was terrible the first 5 weeks, but after that, it hasn't been that bad. It literally hasn't been that bad. It's literally top half of the league. Let me go try to look it up. Let me see if they still got the DVOA offensive line rankings. Like, y'all think our offensive line is bad. It's not worse than what Justin Herbert's dealing with the Chargers. It's not worse than what Tua's dealing with the Dolphins. It's nowhere near as bad as what Burrow's dealing with the Bengals. Well, it was. Our offensive line is not bad. There's teams out here that are winning games because their quarterback is just better than ours. Your offensive line doesn't have to be top 5 for you to win a Super Bowl. You don't. The Chiefs' offensive line wasn't even good last year. It's good this year. It's better. But when they won the Super Bowl, their offensive line wasn't that good. Our offensive line is literally up to par with all of these teams. The Texans' offensive line is worse than ours. The Seahawks' offensive line is worse than ours. Our offensive line is not like that big of a problem. We need to get a wide receiver too, I agree. But I do want to draft O-line, just not first pick. But I do want to bring in more depth and more competition so that we can make sure we throw the best of the best out of our team out there. Like, we could try to bring in more talent, and whoever wins those position battles, Wes Schweitzer, I feel like is a high-end backup. And if we can find a starting left guard, maybe Sadiq Charles if he's healthy, to start over him, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? But if Wes Schweitzer beats out everybody in a position battle like in training camp, then start him a left guard. He's been a good left guard for us. Not top half of the league, but good enough. Way better than what Sean LaValle ever was. I agree. Get trashed from Florida around 2 or 3. I disagree, but I understand. Grab Jamar and it's a wrap. Let's try and trade for Lawrence from Jets and give up our first round pick second and next year. Hey man, hey Jefferson, if we can do that, I'll do it. I just don't think they'll take it. I don't think you can place a value on how great Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be. Like, I don't think you can get anything back. I don't think, unless you got to give up everything. Kind of like even with basketball, it's hard to trade for an Anthony Davis because it's going to be really hard to get equal value back. But you got to give up the whole farm like the Lakers did. The Lakers gave up everything. I mean, first round picks, prior first round pick players. Like, you have to give up everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like we would have to give up more than even what you said to get Trevor Lawrence from them. I don't know. Hopefully we wouldn't. What's good, DeQuavius? That's the DeQuavius to put us on the Vola kit. Make sure y'all thank him, man. That man don't even be here all the time, but he gave us that beautiful website and then dip. On 2K right now. Thank you, Dave Rob. At least someone smart. Rico never wants to notice my comment. Wait, what did you say? Did I not answer it? I thought I answered everybody. Oh yeah, no. Definitely not locked down a corner. Yeah, definitely not safety a corner. I addressed that. Definitely not. Not in the first round. First of all, corners usually need a year to get good. Everybody thought that Buddy from Ohio State was the best corner prospect since Jalen Ramsey. Look at him. You need a year or two for a corner to get good. It just happens like that. Marshawn Lattimore is like an odd case where he's good right out the gate. That doesn't usually happen. So unless you want to just, basically waste a draft pick for 2 years and then get the benefits of it in the third year, then you don't do that. And plus corner is not our biggest need. We actually are pretty good at corner. Safety, I understand, but corner is our defensive line, and then our cornerbacks are our best position groups on the defense. Will we re-sign Steven Sims? Probably to little money. You see, you want Lance or Wilson? Either one. Wilson's ready to start day one and really good. Lance has higher potential, but is boom or bust. He could end up not working. I think Wilson is really safe. I don't think you can go wrong with taking Wilson. Once you take Wilson, you're a playoff team. Easily, period. I just don't see how you can go wrong with him. He doesn't have any real weaknesses. He's just not particularly elite at anything. That's what Lance brings you. Lance would be faster and stronger than Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence and Wilson. He probably has the biggest arm between all four of those guys too. But at the same time, you don't know if he'll work out. Boom or bust. So it's a risk. I like Cam Curl a lot too. I still think Kyle Trask is overrated. I do too. I mean, he's good. He's just not mobile. We're going to be going through the same issues people had with Haskins, talking about Kyle Allen's better than Haskins because he can move out the pocket, is the same thing you'll be dealing with Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask isn't as slow as Haskins because nobody's as slow as Haskins. Everybody in the stream is faster than Haskins. But you're going to be dealing with basically the same general issues that when the offensive line breaks down, he's done. He's done. The play is over. No way Jess is giving the guys the first pick. That's what I'm saying. I don't think. You have to give up way more than that. We keep Cam Curl to start of next year and move Landon to linebacker. I'm down to try that, but we still need a free safety, though. Cameron Curl isn't a free safety. I don't know why on Pro Football Focus they consider him a free safety. They're like he's the highest graded free safety for the Washington football team all season or something like that. He's not a free safety. He's not really a free safety. He works best in the box making tackles. He's not best in coverage. Even though I love him, though. I think Cameron Curl is a future star. Yo, Rico, how you doing? Antonio Gibson is a star. I agree, man. What's good, Tucker? We got to get Terry to 1K. Yes, sir. Oh, Terry's going to reach 1K. What's good, Barry? Good morning. Episode was good. I'm all for drafting Sage or Seth Williams in the third. I'm going to have to check them out because I don't know who that is. Yeah, I saw Nate Robinson. That was sad. Cameron Curl, the girl. I love Cameron Curl. I'm excited. Now, again, like I said, when we drafted him, before he even played it down for us, he's limited athletically. He's not the fastest guy. He's not the strongest guy at all. He's not even... He may be slightly above average, but he's not good athleticism wise. He's not elite, he's not fast, he's not quick, but he's really smart. He's a playmaker, he's really smart. Remember, Ron Rivera said in training camp he never makes the same mistake twice. Never does. And that improvement, that constant improvement and strive to get better and better is why he's as good as he is now. The writing was on the wall. We knew he was going to be good. The only problem is I don't think he's ever going to be elite because, again, he's never going to be the fastest guy. He's never going to be as fast as a Justin Simmons or Anthony Harris. So that's why I think he's perfect at strong safety in the box. Man, if we knew we were going to draft the Cameron Curl, we would have never paid Landon Collins all that money and we wouldn't be in this situation. But I would like to see Landon Collins maybe at Sam linebacker. Now, he's undersized, so I don't know, but, I mean... What you say to getting a lockdown QB in the second or third? Oh, yeah, nah, no thanks. But you talking to King. They're like up the stream, man. Appreciate that. Terry needs like 40 yards to get 1K, bro. He's right there. Continue to stack defense. Offense is good enough. Nah, it's not. It's not. What's good, Fangs and Cerberus, though? It's not. It's not good enough to win. It's not. Once you start going against Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, all of those guys in the playoffs, you're not beating them. You're not. I think people are a little bit too hype off of us beating Dallas and Joe Burrow-less Bengals. I think y'all got to remember that. Now, when we play the Steelers, we'll see where we stand. Maybe y'all are right. Maybe I'm right. We'll see. But I think y'all are a little too hype off of this. We only, in my opinion, we only beat the Bengals because Burrow got hurt. In my opinion. The Bengals we couldn't stop them on defense. Now, we were bend, don't break, so every time they got in the red zone, we clutched up. But they could go 80 yards on this easy. The first 80 yards were easy for them. It was a breeze, and it was only a matter of time before the floodgates opened, and they started converting more touchdowns in the red zone. I feel like we genuinely would not have won that game if Burrow was there. But who knows? Again, even with Burrow, the team is terrible. The Cowboys are one of the laughingstocks of the NFL. Now, we dominated them. Yeah, we mutilated them, but I still don't think we can. I don't see us beating the Seahawks, the Packers, Rams, Saints, Cardinals. Like y'all different from me, man. Y'all think, and it's crazy because I was the one while we were 1-5, 1-6 or whatever, saying our team is not that bad. Be patient. Scott Turner's working on it. He's gonna get better. Ron Rivera's getting into a rhythm. Certain players are getting into a rhythm. Be patient. We're not that bad. Now it just flipped, and now I'm the one being pessimist. Now I'm the one. I'm staying exactly where I was, but y'all went from here to here, right around me. Like y'all went from being we're the worst team ever, this is worse than last year, we might as well have kept Kevin O'Connell, we might as well have kept Jay Gruden, to now after beating the Bengals and the Cowboys twice, so we can beat the Seahawks, the Packers, the Saints, the Cardinals. Like, I don't know how we got here. I don't know. I think y'all high off the winning drug, but I mean, I can't be mad at it. We fans at the end of the day, so I'm not mad. But I'm always gonna be pure logic, nothing else. I'm always looking ahead in the future. I don't care about now. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all come to my channel to hear about how we can win a Super Bowl, not how we can win today, how we can win tomorrow, how we can win this year. I'm here for whatever counts towards winning a Super Bowl. That's all I care about. Anything that decreases my chances of winning a Super Bowl in the future is a no for me. I don't care. Y'all can't convince me otherwise. My channel is here for Super Bowls. It's Super Bowl or bust for me every year. So I understand building blocks, progress, but when certain things impede your chances of becoming a Super Bowl contender, I'm not agreeing with it. Let me see. Where are we at? What was I at? I should know, because y'all keep fighting. No, you're not going nowhere. Mr. Finesse with the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that, dog. Wait, what did I do? I went full screen by accident. But, man, I really appreciate that. Matter of fact, I'm going to reset the alarm. No, Aja, you're not going nowhere because y'all want to fight. Nah, y'all making too much noise. No, you're not going nowhere. Oh, I see the super chat. Also, I just missed it. I got to scroll back up. To be the first, we to have 1K yards. Terry will make the Pro Bowl. He better. He needs to be considered for All Pro. I think we draft Zach Wilson in the first and Andre Sisco in the third. I don't know who Andre Sisco is, but hey, I'm down. I like the first part of it. I like the Zach Wilson in the first. Rico didn't stream Friday because he knew his favorite subscriber wasn't going to be there. Oh, my boy Jones, man. Okay, the only one. Oh, you did say you weren't going to be there ahead of time. What's your opinion on Alex Smith starting next year? As long as we have a quarterback developing behind him, I'm cool with it. We draft Lance or whatever and let him sit behind Alex Smith like Pat Mahomes did. I'm cool with it. I don't think Alex Smith is a bad QB. I just don't think you can win a Super Bowl. Because it's going to be a certain point in the playoffs and or the Super Bowl, your quarterback is just going to have to out-quarterback the other quarterback. And Alex Smith is not going to out-quarterback the other quarterback. But even in this Dallas win where we dominated, Alex Smith only had, he had some, super middling stats. I mean, he ran a good offense. Scott Turner called a great offense, but at the end of the day, the Dallas defense is really bad. We're going to be going against better defenses, better quarterbacks. You can't manage a game in the playoffs. You're going to have to be able to outscore the other team. Alex Smith is going to have to throw us into wins. Again, you might be able to get away with having a better team over the Cardinals. Then you may be able to do it again against the Packers, but you're not going to be able to do it again against the Seahawks or the Saints, whoever's in the playoffs later on in the playoffs. And again, when not winning a Super Bowl, I prefer to go quarterback. Now, if we make the playoffs, I'm going to be rooting for us because the 19th pick isn't much better than having the 25th pick. So if we end up winning the division, which I hope we don't do, then I'll be right with y'all. It's like we might as well try to win it all because there's no advantage to having the 19th pick over the 25th. Either way, all of the top quarterbacks are going to be gone by then anyway, so it's just whatever. But until then, I hope we don't win the division. But if we do, I'm going to be right with y'all. It's might as well, Root. Might as well. We already picking late, so we might as well try to go for a Super Bowl, even though I highly doubt we even get there, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to change. If we make the playoffs, are we still drafting a quarterback? Highly doubt it. Or if we do, we're going to get one later on, second or third round, which is, it's going to take a minute for them to develop, or they're going to be limited in some way. So we won't be getting one of those top guys. And at that point, I don't even want a quarterback, really. I want one of those first round guys, or we might as well just go build around Alex Smith. If we're not going quarterback in the first, I say build around Alex Smith. Maybe take a quarterback way later in the draft to see if we can develop him. But don't waste second or because second or third round, this is a very deep tackle class. You can get tackle in the second round. Very deep receiver class. You know what I'm saying? You can get all starters, Pro Bowl potential level players in the second and third round in this draft. Don't waste it on the quarterback that may not work out. I think we will lose the next 2 games and win the last 3 win the division, which is not something I want. I really hope not to, man. Certainly don't want to win the division, but right with you. Who do you compare Terry to? Honestly, I don't know. Terry's just so special, I don't know. It's hard to compare him to anybody because, like, his personality, like, I mean, remember, we drafted him to be a character guy, to play special teams. Like, he doesn't care about, he'll be a special teams gunner. He'll block. Like, he's not a diva receiver at all. He's not this flashy guy, but he does talk trash. He waved at the Cowboys fans and everything. He's talking trash to Trevon Diggs. Like, I love Terry. I love Terry. But I don't know what to compare him to because he's not like, because he runs routes better than most people. He's a better contested catcher than a lot of people give him credit for. Statistically, I think he was the best last year. He does the most with the least. He's had one of the worst, if not the worst, QB situations thrown to him over his short year-and-a-half career. Like, nobody else is doing what he's doing. Honestly, because with the factors he's dealing with, I think he's the best wide receiver in the league. Just based on who's throwing him the ball, the factors around him, the fact that he has no other receivers around him that's even a threat. No, not even a tight end or nothing. Like, Terry McLaurin is doing the most with the least easily. He's leading the league in yards after catch out of all of the receivers. Like, there's no way you can't tell me Terry McLaurin isn't doing the most with the least. And for that, I think he's arguably the best receiver in the league, just off of being able to do the most with the least. We can't tank being what we are now. If the players find out we're tanking, all the hard work, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to tank. I'm just rooting for us to lose. But I definitely don't say tank and lose games on purpose, obviously. Because once you lose Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, you won't get those guys back. They care about winning too much. Now, they're okay with losing as long as everybody tried the hardest and they just got outplayed. But to lose on purpose, yeah, I think you lose Terry McLaurin and Chase Young. Like, the Jets are clear. The Jets and the Jags are obviously tanking. Like, any good players on that team probably wouldn't re-sign with them. Unless like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are that good. And they're like, you know what? Even though y'all tanked and y'all did us dirty, because that QB gives me so much hope and I truly believe we can win a Super Bowl with that quarterback, then I'll stay. But other than that, if Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields don't come right out the gate their first years looking unstoppable, which I believe they may, but it's no guarantee. I can see us winning out 9-7. Show this Pittsburgh isn't as good as the record shows. Seattle inconsistent. 49ers struggling. We beat Philly already. But we better not. We better not. We aren't winning out for sure. Give Zach Wilson. Zach DC, I'm down. Trey Lance better. I think Trey Lance will eventually be better than Zach Wilson, like over time. But I think it's going to take time. I think Zach Wilson is ready. Like I said, I think Zach Wilson can literally come in and win us that Week 17 Eagles game this year. Like, if we would just somehow be able to draft them right now, today, I think he's good enough to be able to win that Eagles game. I don't think Trey Lance may necessarily be able to. I think he's going to need some time to sit behind maybe somebody like Alex Smith for a while. And then I think ultimately 3 or more years down the line, Trey Lance is going to be better than Zach Wilson. But for right now, especially with how much potential our team has right now, I think literally we're just a safety, maybe another receiver, and a dominant quarterback away from being instant Super Bowl contenders. Because you can't tell me, brother, Seahawks, we're literally better than the Seahawks. We have a better defensive line. Our offensive line is better. I think we're literally better than them in every way except for quarterback by far. Like, a quarterback, they kill us. And their receiving core is better. But, of course, their linebacker core is better than ours. But if you think about it, corners, I guess by default safeties, because we have then again, Cameron Curl and Jeremy Reeves are balling. So really the only thing the Seahawks have better than us is linebacker, receiving core, like around them, because I think Terry McLaurin's better than DK and anybody else they have. But if you're talking about the overall receiving core and linebackers, that's it. That's literally it. But they're way better than us because their quarterback is that much better. Our defense is better than theirs overall, easily. Same with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, better quarterback, better receiving core, maybe better offensive line, and better safeties. That's it. We're better than them in every other way. But look at the huge gap between us. Quarterback. Let's talk about the Packers. I'm not even sure about receiving core. Aaron Rodgers makes those guys look better than they are. Devontae Adams is a beast, but everybody else, Vontaze, Scantling, and all of them, I believe they're good, but Aaron Rodgers makes them look better than they actually are. So, even if you want to give the Packers receiving core over us, what else do you give them? Maybe offensive line, but that's only because David Bakhtiari. But overall, the offensive line isn't much better than us, even if it is better at all. I'm trying to think. Our defensive line is better. Our linebackers are better. Our corners, Whenever what's his face is healthy, their corners are better. But he's just he hasn't been healthy all of the time. What's his face from? I can't remember his name. And then their safety. So maybe their DBs are better. Maybe their offensive line is slightly better, and their quarterback is better. That's it. I'm telling y'all, bro, we're literally just a playmaking quarterback away, an off schedule, bro. Tay put me on to like a really good thing that I didn't notice. We ran run option with what's his name? With Logan Thomas and not Alex Smith, because we literally can't use that whole part of the playbook because we're scared Alex Smith may get hurt again. Plus, he's not very fast. He's not as fast even as he used to be. And even in his heyday, he wasn't that fast. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, all of them are faster than Alex Smith. So we literally can't run read option because Alex Smith is at quarterback. If you take Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, any of those guys, even though Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields are way out of our, we're not going to get them. It opens up our playbook. So our offense automatically just becomes more dynamic because we can be more confusing. We can be more anonymous. Like, teams won't know what we're doing. We can, Scott Turner can do more with the offense just because our quarterback is just simply more mobile. That alone. Let alone we'll be able to throw the deep ball better because all of those guys have a stronger arm than Alex Smith also, which will take safeties back. Because the reason it's hard for us to run the ball is because safeties play up on us because they know we're not going to throw the ball deep with Alex Smith. They just know it. There's like constantly 8 in the box against Antonio Gibson. That's why it's really hard for him to really break out. But if we get a stronger arm quarterback that can at least take deep shots, even if you don't complete them, at least scare the defense in the back and the safeties up, we'll be able to run the ball better and more consistently. I mean, it's just so many reasons where if you get a quarterback, we're literally instant Super Bowl contenders. Look, Cowboys so bad they made us look like Super Bowl. Zach Wilson's going to be... I think Zach Wilson's going to be great. Yes, win division. Damn, tanking, try winning every game no matter what. Disagree. But again, I feel y'all. Rico, what was your reaction? I was pretty sad. But I was happy for y'all. I'm happy that y'all are happy. I know Tim Settle, he went to the same high school I went to. My cousin played with Chase Young back in the day. I actually played a backyard football game with Chase as a kid. Didn't know he would be this big. That's what's good, Beast Mode. That's what's up. We beating the Steelers. I'm impressed with Curl. Great tackling. I am too. Wilson is a QB ready for the NFL more than Lance. Wilson is also smarter and has a better... He's more accurate. He doesn't have a stronger arm, but yeah, I agree. He's more accurate than, but again, I think Trey Lance has a higher ceiling. So, I mean, if Trey Lance ends up reaching his potential, he'll be better than Wilson. But who knows if Trey Lance will ever reach his potential. My plan is coming to fruition, whip the cows, then lose the rest. Hey, I'm down for that, Christian. I'm cool with that. Hey, Zach Wilson, nah, bro, you hating on Zach Wilson. He still leads wide receivers after the catch. Yeah, he's leading yards after catch receivers by a lot. The only person with more yards after catch than him in the NFL period is Alvin Kamara. That's it. And that's a running back. That's not fair because yards after catch can be he catches a ball for 1 yard and then he runs for 20. That's not fair. Terry McLaurin doesn't get that many opportunities to do that. He still leads receiver. Yep. Yes, sir. Trust. Our line is pretty good. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, our line is not that bad. Still a top 3 to 4 receiver. I agree. We starting Sharp and still have a good old line. That's what I'm saying. Like, Sharp is not even good and they're still holding it down. Hoping we can re-sign Tim Settle next year. I would love to re-sign Tim Settle. Tim Settle, did y'all know? That's another stat I'm going to talk about in my stats video I'm coming out with. Tim Settle has more sacks than Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen combined. Did y'all know that? And he's played way less snaps than them. But Tim Settle is different, bro. But we knew that when we knew he was a draft still in the 5th round. Even my 49ers, Cowboys, Patriots, Rams, Bears, and Steelers friends were all like, bro, how'd y'all get Tim Settle in the 5th round? Like, all of them were asking me that. They were like, bro, that's one of the biggest steal of that draft. And now look at him. Like, he's balling. Bro, unless we get Trevor or Justin, I wouldn't be surprised if we stick with Dwayne learning. Hey, man, again, I like Dwayne. I'm higher on Dwayne than most people. But I think Ron Rivera doesn't like him. So that's if we end up sticking with Dwayne, we'll see. But I'm basically looking at the future without a Dwayne because I'm just assuming we're not going with Dwayne. Maybe he stays here as a backup. But to demote him to 3rd string, that's like not... He's the 3rd best quarterback on the roster or whatever. I'm trying to prove a point. Maybe Ron Rivera will forgive him for whatever he did off the field. I don't know. But I'm every time I'm thinking about the future of this team, it doesn't include Dwayne Haskins as a starter. And I love Dwayne Haskins. I hope he goes somewhere like the Steelers, learn behind Ben Roethlisberger, and balls out. I think the first round will be a linebacker. I really hope not. I really hope not. I don't think it's that bad. I think we do need a linebacker, but I don't think it's first round bad. Plus, you can get one in free agency. Davis signed a 5-year extension with the Packers, and Ronnie signed a 4-year extension with the Ravens. Our O-line was ranked first last week versus the Bengals. Exactly. Like, literally, I mean, again, I take everything what Pro Football Focus says with a grain of salt when it comes to their rankings and grades and stuff like that. But, I mean, for them to rank us the best offensive line against the Bengals, like the best performance, not necessarily the best offensive line, but they performed the best out of any group of 5 offensive linemen. That means we can't be as bad as y'all think. We may not be the best, but our offensive line is actually pretty good. Justin Jefferson over Terry McLaurin, that's a troll. The Washington QB Killers has a ring to it. Bro, I hate that stigma about, well, we always ruin quarterbacks, so I don't want to ruin another one. Bro, everything is different about this team except for the fact that Dan Snyder is the owner and we play in Largo, Maryland. That's it. We don't even practice in the same place anymore. We have a different head coach, different defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, tight ends coach, QBs coach. I mean, everything is completely different from the Jake Gruden and Bruce Allen era. So I don't like that we always kill quarterbacks. Because first of all, that mentality just basically sounds like, woe is me. We're never going to get over that hump. We might as well just try to make everything else better because we're never going to get quarterback right. Once you give up on trying to be perfect, you basically just accept mediocrity. Basically, you're just accepting we're gonna have to figure out another way, and you're basically accepting that we're never gonna be the greatest. I'm going for the best team in the league. Anything less than that, I don't care. I don't care about being respectable. I don't care about being good. All I care about is being the best. And once you give up on trying to develop a quarterback because we just can't do it, it's a curse, it's a stigma, it's the DC curse, then you're just giving up on the franchise and you just don't hope for the best. And we just don't see eye to eye on this franchise. I expect nothing less from my burgundy and gold. It's Super Bowls, and that's all I care about. Moses is the GOAT for sure for switching for us. Yeah, shouts out to Morgan Moses, because remember he said he had to pray to Jesus a couple of times when they made him switch. Like, he didn't want to do it. Cornelius Lucas is really solid. I love him. Again, draft a tackle or a guard in the second round if you need to bring them in and compete. But our offensive line is good moving forward. It's way better than what it was the first 5 weeks. What Haskins had to deal with, what Kyle Allen and Alex Smith had to deal with against the Rams, is way better than all of that. Way better. Not even close. To be honest, I said if we won the Cowboys game, we might as well shoot for the stars and win NFC East because our record puts out the hunt for one of the QBs. No, we can still get the top QBs if we lose out. Or even if we win another game or two. Just as long as you don't win the division. It's literally as long as you don't win the division, you have a top 10 pick. Easy. Now, for real, people love to be so... Wait, what? Make sure y'all like the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, but Chiefs had Mahomes. We have Alex Smith. That's what I'm saying. Need a different quarterback. You need a great quarterback. If y'all don't like the stream, we're going to lose every game. What's up, Rico? What's good? TZVI was good. Our pick depends on where we land. BPA plus need... Bro, quarterbacks are just win you games, bro. There's teams out here with worse. Again, their teams are worse than ours overall, but their quarterback is just better, and that's why they're winning games and we're not. I'm hip. I like your philosophy. Drop the QB, man. Appreciate that, BJ. Is it even a question? I always like Patrick. Appreciate that. We beat the brakes off that. We sure did, though. That was embarrassing. Now I have to go back and watch the game again because after we beat them, now I can relax and actually want us to win because I already know we won. So now I'm actually be able to enjoy the game. So I'm gonna go back and rewatch that game. Oh, I just noticed the game started. I'm tripping. I'm out here in the comments. I don't even have these games up. NFL Sunday ticket. Draft the QB and have Alex Smith play until new QB is ready. I'm super down for that. Whatever it is. Yeah, I know I'm behind because I've just been, what I'm saying. I got to go in depth with my answers. That's why y'all here for me. I don't want to give y'all short yes or no, quick little answers and move on to the next guy. I want to make sure I answer everybody's question, to the fullest extent. Because I feel like I'm just disrespecting y'all if I just brush y'all off like, yeah, no, yes, no, I agree. You know what I'm saying? What if we get the 19th pick? Who would you want to draft? Honestly, I don't know because I haven't even looked that deep. I'm straight quarterback, so... We'll see though. I'm just hoping my fantasy balls out. Jeremy Reeves looks good. Jeffrey Okudah is overrated for now. But I've been telling y'all that for years, that corners, it's really hard for corners to transition to the NFL. I think it's literally quarterback and then corner is second, as far as like it takes time to get used to the NFL speed, level of competition, because receivers just run routes better. And in college, corners are typically better. They look good because they're just out athletic. They're just more athletic than the wide receiver they're guarding. But now, even if you're faster, stronger than the receiver you're guarding, now at the NFL level, every receiver is a good route runner. Now there's different levels. There's Terry McLaurin, Amari Cooper level route runner, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, that's better than the rest. But still, everybody at the NFL level, receiver-wise, is better than what most corners deal with in college. That's just, so you have to adjust to that. You have to learn how to get used to the pace and the level of talent that the NFL hits you with. So corners and quarterbacks struggle early on. So that's why I don't want to take corner first overall. First of all, it's not our biggest need. Second of all, you're not gonna reap the rewards of that pick until at the very soonest, probably next year, 2022 season. Load up on defense. Nah. See, I'm normally with you on that. I like to build through the trenches and all of that. But next year's QB class is not going to be this one. I don't know about y'all, but this QB class is going to be historical in my opinion. I think this QB class, you got to take one of these guys and you're going to regret it. This QB class is going to be truly special. We're going to look back 8 years from now and be like, that was one of the best QB classes of all time. That's why I'm saying we got to get one of these guys. Normally, before this season even started, I was Panay Sewell and Jamar Chase. I was team them. I thought Dwayne Haskins was going to work out. I was team them. But this QB class, after Zach Wilson and Trey Lance have emerged, you got to take one of those 4 guys. You got to. This QB class, like I said earlier in the stream, Zach Wilson and Trey Lance will be QB 1 and 2 in most other QB classes. The only reason people aren't as high on them is because Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are in the way and they have all the hype surrounding them. But if they were in another draft class, they would easily be QB 1 and 2. Easily. Wilson and Lance. Easily. And plus corner, you've seen how Kyle Smith drafts with corner, linebacker, defensive line, receiver, running back. We can get starter Pro Bowl level players at those positions later in the draft. You don't need to get one of them in the first round. You'll find a good cornerback in any round. Look at the 7th round, Cameron Curl playing both safe. Exactly. My point exactly. We need a safe QB prospect. We missed on so many. See, I can see that, and I can see why y'all prefer Zach Wilson over Trey Lance because of that. Either way, I just want one of those 4. If you want to take the safer guy, I'm cool with that. My vote is for Ben. Should I start Big Ben or Goff? I say Big Ben. Curl is a dog. Curl is a dog. That guy just doesn't quit. I agree. Love him. Kyle Smith drafting is crazy, bro. You can address linebacker. All of these needs y'all are acting like we really have. Address that later in the draft. We've seen from Kyle Smith, you can get those later. It's harder to hit on quarterback than any other position in the NFL, so you got to take the quarterback early and then let the scouts do their job for the rest of the draft, period. So, what's good, Rico and Brody? Do you think we will move Collins to linebacker? We got to see. And I don't know. I'm trying to keep Reuben Foster out of my head because I don't know, man. I don't want to believe in Reuben Foster coming back for us and then he doesn't. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up. But Reuben Foster, just to let y'all know, especially Joel who asked, he's on IR. So he's like, he's done for the season. We're not going to see Reuben Foster in a burgundy and gold jersey in 2020 at all. But also what makes it worse is that he's an unrestricted free agent. So even if he comes back 100% healthy, it's up to him to want to come back and play for us. He doesn't necessarily have to come back and sign with us. Now, he more than likely would because we were the team that gave him a shot when nobody else would. So maybe he's just loyal enough to come back. But he's an unrestricted free agent. He does not have to come back to the burgundy and gold. He doesn't have to do that. Doesn't have to do that at all. Hold on, I gotta handle something real quick. Cameron Curl is strong safety. I agree, that's gonna be sweet. Hoskins is a pocket passer. He's playing in the wrong generation. Haskins is literally a Big Ben mini-me. I agree. That's how I feel was gonna be wrong with Kyle Trask at the next level. I think Kyle Trask is a great thrower. I think he's a great thrower, but he's not mobile. So you're going to be dealing with the same issues. If our offensive line isn't the best in the league, which a lot of y'all is saying we aren't, which is why y'all want to go lineman in the first round, even though I don't think it's that bad. I think we actually have a pretty good offensive line. If you get Cameron Curl in a second, you're going to be dealing with the same problems as Haskins. Maybe he may be a better thrower day one than Haskins and all of that, but his arm isn't as strong, so he doesn't have as much potential as Haskins has. But Kyle Trask is definitely more day one ready to play. But again, he's not mobile, so you're going to be dealing with the same problems. Every quarter, bro, I'm telling y'all, I think a lot of people are thinking that the NFL is 5 years ago. Most quarterbacks, especially the good ones, are mobile now. They're just all mobile. They're just the stakes are higher. An average quarterback 5 years ago is a below average quarterback now because so many good quarterbacks have been drafted within the past 4 years, and pretty much all of them are mobile and can make plays off schedule. I don't see the point in drafting another quarterback that can't make plays off schedule. I don't even see the point. I don't know how you can make that work. But I think Kyle Trask is going to end up being good, but it's going to be hard for him to be great because you got to be mobile in today's NFL, period. Wait, how is Dwayne still a captain when he was benched? He still is a captain? I didn't know about that. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with Haskins. I feel like we're just going to end up trading him at some point. And I'm sad, again, because I'm high on Haskins. I think Haskins will end up being really good, but I think he's done here no matter what. I think no matter what, I don't think Ron Rivera likes him at all. Let me see where we're at. Where are we at? Dang, I'm really far behind. Where we at? Dang, I'm way behind. Alright, so I just skipped all the way to 1256. So I'm that far behind. I'm at 1256. What's good, Joanne? Yeah, John Shaw, bro. That Fumbarooski play was crazy. I'm way behind. Let me try to hurry up and speed through this. Jack Del Rio does not get the respect he deserves. He was looking a little iffy in the beginning, but he's doing his thing now. And again, we are playing bad teams, so it's like I don't want to give him too much praise, but he is coaching better. He's coaching better than he was in the beginning of the season. Most stressful goes to the Giants. We're gonna still be first. If the Giants lose, they're complete trash. Are the Giants playing right now? Because I need to be rooting for the Giants to win right now. Where the Giants at? Let's go Giants. Let's do this. Impossible for the Giants to lose again. Yeah, the Bengals are too bad, bro. If we draft the QB, what is gonna happen? I think we end up trading them. We'll probably end up trading them for pennies, but it's better to get something from them than nothing. This Pro Bowl is a popular vote. Terry will get in. I hope. Whoever we draft in the third round will be a stud. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, bro. That's that sweet spot, Grande. That's that sweet spot. What you think we should trade and get for Haskins? I don't know. The Haskins situation is just so cloudy. I don't want to guess too much because who knows? Maybe Ron Rivera does give Haskins another chance. I don't think he will, but it's just hard to really like gauge that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do too much in guessing and too many trying to like really think too far ahead when it comes to Haskins because it's just like who knows? Nobody knows what's gonna. I don't even think Rivera knows yet. Everybody gung ho over Chase Young juries now. Let me get that boy Cole Holcomb. It was good, Mr. Finesse. Do you think it would be a defensive battle for us versus the Steelers? Possibly, but I think their offense is really electric. What do y'all think we could trade and get for Haskins again? I have no idea. After we benched them, we ruined this draft capital. Because I think on the field, he hasn't been anything significantly worse than Sam Darnold. But Sam Darnold could probably still get traded for at least a second-round pick because the franchise never showed that they gave up on him. Once we showed that we gave up on Haskins and benched him to third place, come on. Like, that's when his trade stock devalued mightily. That's when it plummeted. That's why we can't get anything for him because we benched him. Alex Smith and Gibson, peanut butter and jelly. Rico, what pick do we have now? We have the 19th right now. That would be good if we make it to the playoffs. Please no. Check tank and think. Yo, what's good, Spray? If we have a late first round, get a wide receiver too. We need linebacker, wide receiver, and cornerback. You can get that later in the draft, but I agree. Rico, we 41 boom them boy. Well, it's looking that way. We gotta win the Panthers game for Ron. I compare Terry with Devontae Adams. He's just faster, though. That's the thing. It's hard to compare him to anybody because you compare him to Devontae Adams. He's faster. Terry ran a 4.33 or something like that. 4.3 something. Terry's his own dude. 10 years from now, we'll be saying Terry. We'll be saying who is the next Terry. Exactly. Honestly, I think the Steelers game will show a lot. It will. It will. Yeah, third round is Kyle Smith round. Take a QB in the third. Nah, no thanks, man. We can beat the Steelers. Just have to score on defense. I hope not. Comparison, Terry's had 5 different QBs to throw to him. Shame. Cam Sims, our wide receiver, too. Yeah, I don't know what happened last week. Ian Book from Notre Dame is the perfect QB to groom on. Alex Smith can get him in the 4th round. I mean, somebody else told me that. Was that you or somebody else? Somebody was telling me about Ian Book, but then I asked my Notre Dame friend, and he hates him. My Notre Dame friend hates him. He's like, he gets your hopes up, and as soon as you need him to come through the clutch, he lets you down. Then again, he won that game against Clemson, even though there was no Trevor Lawrence, so they probably would have lost that with Trevor Lawrence, but who knows? We are not beating the Panthers. Let's be realistic. I agree. Yo, it's nice that we can just chill and enjoy football in red zone today. Same here. We help in New York more than we help in ourselves. Basically. If we beat the Steelers, I will lose my mind. I will be very sad if we beat the Steelers. But then again, if we beat the Steelers, maybe we are as good as some of y'all think, and we can probably make a good deep playoff run. Who knows? But I don't think we're beating the Steelers. If we win the division, do you think they'll try to trade up for or trade up if Lance or Wilson falls? I hope. I don't know if we do though. All I know is I don't care what the scenario is. Win a division, not win a division. Of course, I prefer to not win a division so we don't have to trade up. But if we win a division, we better trade up for Lance or Wilson, in my opinion. We better. Because this is not going to work long term. This is not. Steelers aren't that good. You need to see who the Steelers played during all their games. That's why they're undefeated. They have the easiest schedule. We're not that good either. Look at who we played and who we beat. It's even where you can say what you just said, but even worse for us. Terry and DKO. Terry is over DK. Yeah, Terry's definitely a better receiver than all of them, but they do have a better receiving core overall because we don't have a Tyler Lockett. We actually have a good chance of beating Pittsburgh. They'll have a couple of games, and they have COVID junk right now. I really hope not. Dallas almost beat Pittsburgh healthy. I think Pittsburgh just didn't take them seriously. But, I mean, again, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. Have to look at we play the AFC West next year and the NFC South. Whew, that's a rough schedule right there. AFC West ain't nothing to play with. Washington should target Tedrick Thompson. I'm about to look into who that is because I don't know who that is. I saw Kenny Stills got released. I'd be down to sign Kenny Stills. But the Seahawks got Jamal Adams, bruh. Oh, yeah, they do have my fault. So they do have Jamal Adams. They do have the better safety core. That's my fault. But even then, our offensive line is better. And look at what Russell Wilson is doing. Bro, we need to keep Dustin injured because he's been better. You forgot the Baltimore game. We played Dallas and the Bengals. Our line is better than their D-line. Yeah, that is true. Baltimore showed us we have a second string line. Oh, yeah, no, that game was pretty bad, too. But, again, that's when Wes Martin was still starting. Ever since we put Wes Schweitzer at left guard, Brandon Sheriff came back at right guard, especially Cornelius Lucas taking over for Jerron Christian, our offensive line has easily been top 15 in the league. Easily. Logan Thomas is a god. I'm really not trying to go through us drafting a QB at a spot it probably shouldn't have been drafted at. Giants are great. Logan Thomas is decent. My cousin said Antonio Gibson was playing like Saquon versus the Cowboys. We got to win 12 games for me to consider us Super Bowl contenders. Let's make the playoffs first with a winning record. That's what I'm saying, bro. Making the playoffs with a losing record, we can beat the Steelers. I hope not. I think we can compete with the Steelers right now if we ever could because of momentum. Stuff is clicking. AG, have a chance to beat Pittsburgh, but we won't. We can't play big games yet. Who watching the bum Giants? I have it up, but I'm looking at the comments more. Rico, I know you don't watch college football, but did you see that Buffalo? I saw somebody tweet that, but I didn't watch it. They score. I love Tim Settle. I love Tim Settle too. Giants better lose. No, they better win. They better win. Don't pay John Allen. Yeah, that John Allen situation is crazy. I don't know. I would rather have Tim Settle and over Payne. Oh, Matt I and Payne over Allen. Yeah, Allen's looking like the odd man out. I'm not gonna lie, especially if he's asking for too much money. Settle has 5. Settle has more sacks than Payne and Allen combined, and he's played way less snaps. What's good, Johnny Boat? It's early F it. Why did I pick Colts to win? I'm dumb. We about to get pimped by the Steelers. Allen should be traded. Bro, hey, bro, we were talking about that on DMV Sports Stream. It may be better to just go ahead and trade Jonathan Allen early before he just leaves in free agency and we get nothing for him but like a lazy, ugly comp pick. What's it called? Giants already got a TD. I know I'm behind. Y'all 110, I'm 120. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm about to skip and catch up because I hate being that far behind. I'm sorry. Like, y'all, I'm answering questions that just like crazy. I'm answering questions that's just wild. Who better, Terry or Odell? Terry. AJ Brown is a beast. We could beat Bucks in first round because of where their weaknesses are. I mean, again, at that point, if we win the division, which I really hope we don't, if we win the division, then it's like I might as well root for us to win. Because now the 19th pick isn't way better than having the 25th pick, so we might as well try to win the Super Bowl at that point. I just know we can't win a Super Bowl. We can't beat the Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Seahawks all in one run. And then even if we get to the Super Bowl, which I highly doubt, you're not beating the Chiefs. Like we're not the Steelers. Like I just don't see it. We will have to go on a crazy run. And remember, right now we're leading a division that is the worst division in NFL history. Period. The worst division in NFL history since the merger, which means that we are the biggest underdogs of all time to win the Super Bowl of all time. We're even worse underdogs than the Giants were when they beat the Patriots. We owe the Steelers and the Titans are winning. What's good, Chris Walden? My boy Timothy pulled up. I was wondering what he thought about Sarah Fuller girl being a kicker for Vanderbilt. Shouts out to her. That kick was ugly, but shouts out to her. You think it would be a good idea to get wide receiver? No thanks. Not for me. It depends on our O-line. If our O-line plays well, we could beat the Steelers possibly, but it looks like the Rams game, we would get destroyed. Ron Rivera went to Super Bowl with the same record we had right now. Well, wait, what? Been saying we should trade Jonathan. Bruh, it's like it's better off getting something for him than nothing. It hurts because I love Jonathan Allen. I really wanted him to work out, but like, it's looking real dark right now. He's looking like the odd man out. It depends on how much money he's asking for. If he's willing to take a cheap contract, which I doubt, then you know what I'm saying. Might have underestimated the Falcons. What, the Falcons are winning right now? I only want the Falcons to win so they don't take quarterback, but I hate the Falcons. Oh, the Falcons are beating the Raiders right now? I don't think that's going to last, to be honest. I don't think that's going to last, to be completely honest with you. Like, the Jets are beating the Dolphins. I don't think that's going to last. I think the Bears are eventually going to dominate the Jaguars. Again, the Jaguars are taking on purpose, so who knows how long that's going to last. Rico, give Dancing Carlton the rest of the week off. I got you. Y'all tired of looking at the Dancing Carlton? Hold on, let me fix this view so we could at least be looking at something. I accidentally made it full screen. Let's see. What can we look at? Hey, I might as well just show what our draft picks look like. We are no longer 6. This is an old page. There we go. I can show this while we're talking. Here we go. There we go. 19th. There you go. That's so bad. 4 and 7 picking behind 6 and 4. You saw how the 49ers had to trade one of their D linemen. They did? I didn't see that. We should get a wide receiver in the 3rd or 4th round. I agree. That's a sweet spot. Scott looked like he's getting better last game. I've been telling people be patient. I've been telling people be patient this whole time. Wade Gallman a beast. Is he really? We got to trade one of our D linemen too. Where are the dogs? They're all asleep. Alright, Brody's behind me. I'm assuming Aja's probably under my bed. I don't want to look at a black screen. I got y'all. Was Rico, you know, I had to check in, been watching since week 1 against Eagles. What's good, Christian Miller? What's good? Trade John Allen. I'm trading Jonathan Allen before I trade Payne, easily. Chris Olave in the 2nd round. I gotta check him out. I haven't been doing much watching. Like, I don't really know who's good and all of that yet. Like, I haven't been really into it. Do you think we need a middle linebacker more than safety? Nah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Jeremy Reeves looked good, but I don't know how much to believe in Jeremy Reeves yet. Honestly, I really don't. So we'll see. I still think safety is a bigger need, but linebacker is a pretty big need. Washington is a project team. Just trust the process. I agree. I think we can be really good next year, the year after that, especially if we take a dominant quarterback. I keep saying it, bruh. This isn't 5 years ago where you can have a decent quarterback and try to build around them and be great. Every team is getting way better because the quarterbacks are getting better. Kirk Cousins literally used to be an above average quarterback. Now he's a bottom tier quarterback, not because he's gotten worse, but quarterbacks just got better. Justin Herbert, Tua, Kyler Murray, all of these guys just came out of nowhere, recently drafted, and are moving what an average quarterback is higher. The stakes are higher. The standard is higher. You got to be better. You have to be better to compete. You have to be better at quarterback. I don't think you can win a Super Bowl with Alex Smith. We may be able to make the playoffs, but you're not winning a Super Bowl with Alex Smith. He's gonna have to out quarterback somebody at some point. We can't just out coach and out team everybody consistently. You're gonna have to out quarterback somebody. So in the playoff run against Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Drew Brees, you're gonna have to out quarterback one of those guys. At least maybe once, at the very least once, probably 2 or 3 times. I don't see him doing that. And then when you get to the Super Bowl, you're gonna have to out quarterback Pat Mahomes or maybe Derek Carr, maybe Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I'm saying? And then by next year, Justin Herbert's gonna only be better. Kyler Murray's gonna be better. Tua's gonna be better. Like the Joe Burrow's gonna be better. He's gonna have a better offensive line. You have to keep up with these good quarterbacks. It's no longer the times where you could just have a really good team around a quarterback and your quarterback beats a mid and you can win. I mean, we even saw that with the 49ers versus the Chiefs Super Bowl. That is the perfect example. The 49ers are better than the Chiefs in literally every way but quarterback and receiver. And that's all that mattered. They were winning the game at one point, and Pat Mahomes decided, wait, I'm elite. I'm way better than Jimmy G. I'm going to take over this game and win the Super Bowl. Nothing the 49ers could do. 49ers had the best defense in the NFL last year, but at the end of the day, when Pat Mahomes is on point and he's motivated and he really wants to win, he's going to win. It doesn't matter how good your defense is. He's going to beat you. We need a quarterback that can compete with that and go back and forth and put up points and outscore somebody like a Pat Mahomes. Point blank. Point blank, period. Let me see. That boy Rich pulled up. Where are we at? Where we at? Okay, Rich, we chilling in here. Get Brady Breeze from Oregon. Who is that? Ron said it would take 2 to 3 years to make a Super Bowl. I don't think it's that bad. But then again, we didn't expect. I mean, well, I kind of hoped he would, and I thought he may be able to do that. But I don't think Ron Rivera thought Antonio Gibson was going to be as good as he is now this early. So I think we can move up his plans for making a Super Bowl in maybe 2 years. I don't know. I mean, 2-3 years sounds realistic, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think we're instant Super Bowl contenders next year if we take a quarterback and draft well throughout the rest of the draft and address free agency. Want Kendall Fuller to retire here? I think he would. He wanted to come back here. He clearly. If we continue to play our best ball all game, we can be real threats. We weren't doing that before. For example, our D is 30th in first quarter and third in third quarter. That's a good point. Bengals D sucks. But again, you have to remember who we've played. I personally believe we wouldn't have beat the Bengals if Joe Burrow was healthy. Because then our defense looked better suddenly. You know why? Because we started blitzing. Because nobody was afraid of Ryan Finley. We started blitzing more when Joe Burrow got hurt. But before then, Joe Burrow was carving us up. They just couldn't score in the red zone. And it was only a matter of time before the floodgates opened and they started scoring in the red zone. We wouldn't have been able to win that game, in my opinion. And then we've beaten the Cowboys twice, who was just terrible. We've seen how bad the Cowboys. We do not need to trade our linemen. We can just sign them all. I hope so, but I think Jonathan Allen's going to cost more money, honestly. But if it's between Jonathan Allen and Payne, I'm trading Allen. I'm sorry. Tua got benched. Tua had a little, but Tua's still gonna be a really good quarterback. So we need the Giants, Patriots, Minnesota, Panthers, and 49ers to win so we can get a higher pick. Yep. Hey, that's how I am. You think we can beat the 49ers? Honestly, sadly, I think we can. Sadly, we can end up beating the 49ers. And I don't want to, but I think we will end up possibly beating them. Because they're so hurt. Alex Smith is being underrated by our fans. His experience and conservative approach gives you a chance to win. I'm changing my tune on Alex Smith because we've won 3 Super Bowls here with Alex Smith types. But again, Ivory, the league is different. This is a QB golden age right now. If you don't have these great QBs, that's what I'm saying. Like the past 5 years, the standard for what a good quarterback is has dramatically changed. The past 5 years is different. It's different. Like you have to have a great quarterback to have a good quarterback now. Like a good quarterback now was a great quarterback 5 years ago. The standard is just higher because so many much better quarterbacks have been drafted recently. I mean, literally like 5 years ago, there was no Pat Mahomes, there was no Deshaun Watson, there was no Kyler Murray, no Josh Allen, no Lamar Jackson, no Justin Herbert, no Tua. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few people. Ryan Tannehill wasn't as good as he is now. Because I mean, again, the Titans just weren't using them. I mean, the Dolphins weren't using them right, and the team they had around them wasn't that good. Those are at least, I'm probably missing some people, 8 quarterbacks that within the past 5 years have just completely changed what the standard on quarterbacks are. Because when we were winning Super Bowls, that was the 80s. It wasn't such a QB-friendly league. I mean, because you can look at the Bears against the Colts. You have Rex Grossman getting carried by his team, but at the end of the day, when he went against Peyton Manning, whose team, the Bears were a better, other than quarterback, the Bears were a better team than the Colts. But the Colts won because Peyton Manning was way better than Rex Grossman, who was a game manager. Now, I think Alex Smith is probably better than Rex Grossman, but not better enough to be able to beat a Peyton Manning. Same thing with, again, the 49ers and the Chiefs. The 49ers were better than the Chiefs, but the Chiefs had Pat Mahomes. The 49ers had Jimmy Garoppolo. Pat Mahomes decided he wanted to win and won. It's just nothing you can do. Nick Foles was an anomaly. Plus, Bill Belichick just got out coached. Like, he just flat out. And that's depending on, and as low as people are on Ron Rivera and Scott Turner, I've been one of the people that's been high on Ron Rivera and Scott Turner. I've always been saying, wait, be patient, and you know what I'm saying, they'll work out. But there's people out here that were like, fire Ron Rivera, fire Scott Turner. There's no way y'all all, at the same time believe they can outcoach these other coaches in the playoffs. There's no way. Because Alex Smith is not going to outperform any of those quarterbacks that are going to be in the playoffs. So then you're depending on us to outcoach those other coaches consistently. And there's no way the same people that thought Ron Rivera and Scott Turner should be fired immediately think now all of a sudden we can outcoach all of those teams' coaches. There's no way. There's no way we flip like that fast. How do you feel about Alex Smith starting next year? As long as we take a quarterback to groom behind him, I'm down. As long as we take a quarterback behind him, I'm cool with it. Bengals, let's go. Rico, I want to tank, but we already had 19th. Nah, if the Giants win this week, we go right back to like the 8th pick or something like that. If it's a big if, we have to hit well in the offseason. I don't even think we have to hit that well. Our offensive line is better than even what I thought it was going to be. We really just need to address safety, get another receiver, address linebacker, and quarterback. And I think we're literally instant Super Bowl contenders. Cowboys are definitely tanking. I wouldn't be surprised. 2 would be great. I agree. We should re-sign Jordan Reed. Hey, why not? If he's willing to take a cheap deal, why not? See what he want to do with it. Rico, do you hear that the Broncos don't got any I saw that. They're about to, they have a receiver that's going to step up. His name is Hilton or something like that. Joe was throwing too soon to get there. That's the ultimate deneutralizer. Rico, they had 2 3-and-outs with Joe Burrow right before we was injured. Our defense started playing, but it wasn't gonna hold, Rich. We couldn't stop them to save our lives except for those 2 3-and-outs. And you know that. You know that. Don't know, Rich. Don't suddenly think we were about to really win that game against Joe Burrow. You know better than that. I want to get a good quarterback in the draft, but I think we are going further than people think. I'm scared. We honestly could beat the 49ers. I think the 49ers is a very winnable game. The truth is we have no idea where we are. We got to get a measure against the Steelers. Settle can play as well as Payne or better. Allen is more important as player, a leader. You can't let go of leaders like Allen. See, I've seen that argument too because Corey on the Warpath made that point, and I kind of see that. But, I mean, we have a lot of leaders. I mean, I see Jonathan Allen's a good leader, but he has more impact talking than he does on the field, honestly. And I love Jonathan Allen, but like if one of them got to go, I'm sorry. Jonathan Allen, I'm so sorry. Jacksonville in the red zone, they're tanking. They're going to lose that game. But does anyone else just cringe when Tim settled? Yeah, I hate that celebration. It's funny, but I don't like it. Is there a possibility that we win against the Steelers? There's definitely a possibility. I personally hope we don't. Dwayne Haskins was better with Kevin O'Connell. I agree. You think Atlanta taking a quarterback? Possibly. If they get a high enough pick, but I don't think they're going to get a high enough pick. They're starting to win games. So maybe not. But if the Falcons are picking top 5, I'm pretty sure they're taking a QB. I think anybody that starts with a new regime is going to start over with quarterback. They don't want to be attached to a previous quarterback. We've seen that almost never works. Even if a quarterback is good, when a new head coach comes in and inherits a quarterback, a new GM inherits a quarterback, it usually doesn't work out. We're just coming together when it depends upon if we commit to the run game the rest of the way. Alex Smith throws 300, we lose. We run it 30 plus times, we win. That's a pretty good point. Running the ball more does equal more wins. Let me see. Where we at? It scrolled. I said the same thing about the 49ers. After Alex's contract is up, he'll probably retire. I want us to take a QB and hopefully send him off into the sunset with a ring. Now, if we can win a ring with Alex Smith, I'll be right with y'all. I just highly doubt we can. You can't. The standard for quarterbacks has increased. Just like I said, eight guys I just think of on top of my head. Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Tua, Ryan Tannehill technically because he just got better. I missed somebody else too. Those 8 guys have literally just came out of nowhere the past 5 years, and now the standard for what an average quarterback is even higher. Like Alex Smith QB ranking is not as high as it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you could say he was above average. Now with how these other guys are balling, with how mobile they are, and again, my boy Tay put me on to the fact that we ran read option with Logan Thomas because Scott Turner knows we can't run read option with Alex Smith. The offense is limited. Alex Smith's arm isn't strong, so we can't throw deep. We can't move safeties back because Alex Smith isn't a threat down the field. Everything we do big play wise is yards after catch or a screen play, or also yards after catch. And between him not being as mobile after his injury and Scott Turner's afraid of him getting hurt, we don't run read option with Alex Smith. You can run read option and have an even more electric and dynamic offense if we were to take somebody like a Zach Wilson. It opens up our playbook more. We'll be able to throw deep balls more. We'll be able to run more read option. It makes our offense way less predictable, way more dynamic, all of that. But again, I'm down with Alex Smith starting next year as long as we draft a quarterback to groom under him. Giants game is close. Haskins was better with Kevin O'Connell. I agree, way better. Broncos got no QBs that could play today, but Ron said he wants to see what the young guys can do. Exactly. That's the only reason we're losing so much. I think if we actually went into this offseason and tried to make our team better, we would be able to go to the playoffs and compete. We would be winning this division easily if we actually went for the bigger names. But he went for guys like Wes Schweitzer, which was really smart. Because now look at him. He went for guys like Cornelius Lucas, which was really smart. Because look at him. Then we drafted Cameron Curl. We went for depth and young pieces to see what potential they have. And a lot of these guys developed. Because you know why? Because we gave them starting roles. Like I said in the offseason, we may suck, but at least we're going to develop guys because we're going to throw all of these young guys and all of these guys we gave cheap contracts out there to start. They're not going to be bench players, and even though we may lose games because of it, which we have, they're going to develop. Cameron Curl got better because we started him. He may not be better day one. You could easily get an Earl Thomas out there to replace him, but at least we're getting him meaningful snaps, starting snaps, to where he can develop. Let me see. Trying to think who else. Cole Holcomb being thrown out there. Cornelius Lucas being thrown out there. Wes Schweitzer being thrown out there. I'm trying to think of some other guys. I'm definitely missing Antonio Gibson. Getting rid of Adrian Peterson so Antonio Gibson can start week 1 and we can get him accustomed to running the offense, becoming a better pass blocker. Look how he's developed. You know what I'm saying? We knew this is what we were doing before the season even started. The goal was to develop players, not win a Super Bowl this year. We didn't even try to get the best players that team needs. We went for young, unproven talent, cheap contracts, drafted talent late in the draft, and we're giving them meaningful snaps, starter level snaps, so they can develop. And look at them now. Now, when we go into this next offseason coming up, the 2021 offseason in March, we can actually go and be like, okay, so this is our biggest weakness, free safety. Let's go and get a guy free safety in free agency, pay him big money. And now Cameron Curl has emerged as a strong safety because we let him develop through this season. It was a sacrifice season. I told y'all that. I warned y'all of that early. but it was a worthy sacrifice. Now Cameron Curl is a starting strong safety. Wes Schweitzer, he's a high-end backup left guard to me, but at the end of the day, he can start at left guard because he's part of a top 15 offensive line that we have right now. Cornelius Lucas is one of the better left tackles in the league so far in the games that he's played. Like, it was worth it. This is definitely a sacrifice year that we needed. This worked out exactly how Ron Rivera wanted it to work out. I don't know where he came out of nowhere and was like, we should try to win a division. That was stupid, because then that completely did a whole 180 on everything he said previously. To be honest, if we play Bucks, I give us 25% chance of winning. Brady sees ghosts when under pressure. That's a good point. What about Kyle Allen? You think he could be more mobile? I'm done with Kyle Allen. Please, I do not want Kyle Allen starting for us. So y'all don't understand, John Allen Pack always there, but when Tim Settle doesn't win by a certain time, he's out of the play. I can see that. I mean, Jonathan Allen does have a higher motor, and he's usually more consistent. But Tim Settle's definitely flashy. Like, he has higher highs, lower lows. And again, my only problem with Jonathan Allen is that he's probably going to ask for some crazy money. And I don't want to pay him crazy money. I don't think he's earned crazy money. Foles and Eli won Super Bowls against great quarterbacks in Brady and Garoppolo. That's what I'm saying. But first of all, that's extremely rare. Second of all, again, it's different. The league has completely changed within the past 5 years. So those don't even really count. But even then, those are anomalies. Those are complete anomalies. You can go look at since Brad Johnson won the Super Bowl for the Buccaneers in, I think, 2000. It's always one of the better quarterbacks winning the Super Bowl. Every time, except for the Nick Foles crazy year, where Doug Peterson just completely outcoached the Patriots. And the Patriots team just wasn't, like, the best they've been. That was not, like, you would never put that Patriots team that lost against the Eagles in that Super Bowl as one of the top 5 Patriots teams so far this dynasty. Probably not even top 10. I think even years that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl, they had better teams than that team. They just outcoached people a lot of those games in the playoffs when they made it to the Super Bowl. And then Eli Manning twice. That's it. That's literally it. Other than that, it's one of the great quarterbacks in the league that's been winning Super Bowls, period. That's what I'm saying. You got to have a great quarterback to win Super Bowl. Now, you don't need a great quarterback, an elite quarterback to win games, to go to the playoffs, to win a division. But again, all I care about is Super Bowls. And if you go look at all of the Super Bowl winners since the year 2000 when the Buccaneers did it, it's literally a great quarterback, or it's Eli Manning twice with those historical defenses and great coaching, and Nick Foles with them out coaching, and Nick Foles actually having a really good game. I don't know if we can expect Alex Smith to just suddenly Nick Foles it in the Super Bowl for us. Think about it. We wouldn't know how good Louis T is if we didn't let young guys play. Exactly. This O-line is pretty good. Exactly. Yeah, but if you miss on any of those, it hurts. It will take another year. What's up, Rico? I'm on Cloud 9. Indy 9-0. Washington with the... Oh, yeah, my boy J. Mart. Happy. If the Bengals win, the Giants are garbage. I agree. You think we should fix our O-line? I don't think it's that bad. But I would like to draft and get some guys in free agency to compete so we can make sure we're throwing the best combination of O-linemen out there. But if we literally had to go into next year with this exact O-line with Cornelius Lucas healthy at left tackle, Wes Schweitzer left guard, Chase Roullier center, Brandon Sheriff right guard, and Morgan Moses right tackle, that's still a top half of the league offensive line. And that's a pretty good offensive line. Not great, but good enough. Don't be surprised if we make big name signing at wide receiver or linebacker in the offseason, just like Ron did to Amari Cooper. I'm thinking we do that. Even if it's left guard, Joe Thuney. I think we do go big in free agency. We were still going to win if Joe Burrow was still in that game. I disagree, but we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that. 49ers got some of their players back today, though. They do. I still think, sadly, I don't want to win, but I think we'll end up beating the 49ers. I hope we don't, though. We are doing better than last year. I agree. Rico, those were the first 2 possessions in the second half. We'll never know if it holds or not, but I know it will. Nah, I don't think so. Again, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I don't think we beat the Bengals, but you know what I'm saying. That's just a super. We're going to have to agree to disagree because what I saw, they were better than us. Their offense was way more overpowered than our offense, and then once Joe Burrow got hurt, we started blitzing more, and Ryan Finley couldn't do anything. We didn't believe Ryan Finley could beat us with his arm, so we just started blitzing, and that's why we started getting more sacks and everything. It's just, watch us sign Kenny Stills. I would love to sign Kenny Stills. Might as well. Why not? Especially for cheap turnovers. Breaking news, Matty Ice don't got covered no more. Penguin dance is who y'all like. Yeah, I don't like the dance. It's funny, but I don't like it. Teddy B just threw a pick. Breaking news: Matty Ace ain't got COVID. Penguin dance. We need to make a big rumor on Kenny Stills so Ron knows we need Kenny Stills or somebody big. Somebody get Redskins today on Twitter to say to do a fake tweet. The Washington football team to sign Kenny Stills to a 2-year, $8 million deal or something like that. Slayton just dropped that. Give a like, people. Rico out here man, appreciate that, Johnny Boat. I'm so into the stream, I'm not even watching the games. Like, I have it up, but I'm like trying to catch up with y'all because I don't want to just leave y'all hanging. Terry would have caught that. I'm not watching the game, so I wouldn't know. I meant a new QB taking us to and winning a Super Bowl and sending Alex Smith off into the sunset with a ring. Oh, so him just basically being on the roster but not winning it. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, man. Thanks for streaming, Rico, but I got to dip. Have a good... Man, appreciate that, Pokey. Never run a read option with Alex Smith. Bro, we can't. Like, our offense is limited because Alex Smith's lack of arm strength and his lack of mobility. And they're afraid of hurting him again. Even if Alex Smith were as fast as he used to be, which he isn't after the injury. Post-injury, he's not the same mobility. He's not bad. He's still faster than Haskins, of course. But, like, even if he were, I think they're also just scared of getting him hurt again. So they're never going to run read option with him, which limits our offense. And, again, his arm strength isn't powerful enough for us to throw the deep ball, which also limits our offense. We're not even running an Air Coryell offense at all. We're not. We're not at all. We didn't run it with Haskins because he didn't know the playbook well enough. We didn't run it with Kyle Allen because of his lack of arm strength, and we're not running it with Alex Smith because of his lack of arm strength. You get somebody with arm strength, one of these top 4 guys, Lance Wilson, Fields, or Lawrence. I'm telling you, our offense is going to look completely different, be way more dynamic, and all of that. If our defense shuts down the offense on the Super Bowl, Alex Smith will do enough. Yeah, but these quarterbacks are too good for us to shut them down. I don't think we can shut them down. I don't think. You saw what Joe Burrow was doing to us in the first half. And that was with a bad O-line. If they make some creative plays with Logan Thomas throwing the ball, then we can solve the Alex Smith throwing deep problem. That throw to Terry was pretty good by Thomas. Alex Smith just doesn't have the arm to do it. We need a quarterback that has the arm to do it. Rico keeps us together. Appreciate that. Thomas is clearly progressing. All these cheap contract guys were a good idea. Even if we don't start them next year, they will be good backup. That's what I was saying this whole offseason. We may not win a lot of games, but we're going to give a lot of these young guys on cheap contracts the chance to develop because they're going to get starting minutes. And even if they're not starters for us in 2021, they'll be really good backups. Because like I kept saying, like when Westbrook got hurt and Reggie Jackson was forced to start, then Reggie Jackson actually became a better point guard because that man had to start games and he started getting starter level experience. I know it's basketball, but like that's what I always think about. Because I was sad about Westbrook getting hurt, but at the same time, I got to see Reggie Jackson emerge as a starter. He's not Westbrook, but I mean, he would have never been as good as he was and got the contract he got from the Pistons if Westbrook didn't get hurt and he had to step up and develop as the starting point guard for the Thunder that year. I mean, he was putting up crazy numbers that year too. So that's how I feel with Logan Thomas, Cameron Curl, the young linebackers, all of them, Cornelius Lucas, and before that, Jerron Christian at left tackle, Wes Schweitzer at left guard. We easily could have gotten a better left guard for more money, but they wanted to throw out Wes Schweitzer to see what he can do and so he can develop and get better. And now look at him. He's a starting level left guard. I prefer him to be our high-end backup, a nice swing guard, just in case Brandon Sheriff gets hurt. But at the end of the day, if we need to, Wes Schweitzer can start for a top half of the league offensive line, period. Oh, I forgot to ask, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Mine was good, happy, great food, still got leftovers. Think about it, we've kept Troy, we aren't trying it. Teams led by pass rush win Super Bowls, if not facing a great pass rush. Brady would have 9 rings. Now, that's a good point. That's what I'm saying. We have the formula. We're building the formula to have a really good Super Bowl team. We just need that quarterback. We literally just need that quarterback, and we're done. I really think we're Super Bowl contenders if we get Zach Wilson. I think, or is Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. I think if we address safety, wide receiver, linebacker, and take one of those 4 quarterbacks, we're Super Bowl contenders. I don't see why we're not. And I think we're easily the best team in the division. If you have the best quarterback in this division, you're the best team in the division. Dak right now is the best quarterback in the division. It's not even close. He's way better than Alex Smith, honestly. But if you take Zach Wilson or one of those other guys, they could potentially be the best quarterback in this division. And then we have the best defense in the division. So I don't see why we wouldn't have this division on lock for at least the next 5 years if we draft one of those better quarterbacks in the draft. And then that's automatic playoff berth every year if you win the division. So I just think this is a bad year to win the division. Fans are just impatient. Good afternoon, brother Rico, and I agree with you 100%. What's good, James Fisher, man? Appreciate that. Thanksgiving was different, but dope. It was different. We had the Zoom call the whole rest of the family. You think we should get a QB next year, not this year, if we win the division? I mean, at that point, we have to, I guess. But even then, say we win the division, we have the 19th pick at the soonest, probably somewhere in the 20s. And then next year, because we probably won't get a great quarterback in this draft. We may get like a Kyle Trask, but he's going to take time to develop. And even then, his ceiling is very limited because he's not mobile. So I don't think he'll be our franchise quarterback, but he could be a pretty decent one. Maybe a high-end backup, maybe a decent starter. But he's going to get outperformed by the other guys around the league, like I've been naming: Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, all of these guys, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. They're all going to be better than a Kyle Trask, period. Because he's just not mobile. That just severely limits him. So, and then after free agency and the draft, and if we win this division, we have a late pick. I think our team will still get better, but we just won't have a dynamic quarterback, a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. And we'll be good enough to win games, and we may compete to win a division again in 2022, but we just won't be the top dog. You take a quarterback this draft, you're easily a Super Bowl contender. We are built led by a pass rush first, get another great linebacker and safety and tight end, a big play threat outside of Terry, and we could win with Alex Smith. I mean, again, you're going to have to depend on, first of all, for us to hit on all of those, which is hard to do. You got to hit on linebacker, safety, tight end, all of that, a big playmaker at wide receiver, all of that, and you're going to have to hope that Alex Smith doesn't have a bad game. He's going to have one of his typical average games, his game manager games. And you're going to have to hope that Scott Turner and Jack Del Rio can outcoach the other coordinators. You're going to have to hope all of that works, and then you're going to have to do that every game throughout the playoffs. You're going to have to hope that everybody, because Alex Smith is not going to outperform any of those other quarterbacks. Now, I agree that our pass rush is, potentially great. But then again, our pass rush has disappeared when we haven't gone against the terrible Bengals O-line and the league's worst Cowboys O-line due to injuries. So we got to see what they do against a good Steelers offensive line before we go and crown them again. Now, I think they're great. I'm high on Chase Young and Montez Sweat. I was higher on them through the weeks that our defensive line was getting just dismantled by the Giants. They were just running it up our throats. But at the same time, I'm not just going to give them all of this praise because we beat the Bengals. They beat up on the Bengals' bad offensive line, one of the league's worst, and Cowboys, who easily has the worst offensive line, especially after Zach Martin got hurt. I don't want to praise them too much yet, but I do think right now our pass rush is our greatest strength. And if you get a quarterback, ready to win Super Bowls, I'm telling you. Moses Ballin playing left tackle. I feel we need to draft a right tackle and keep. Morgan Moses doesn't even want to play left tackle. Now, he is playing well, though, but he wants to go back to right tackle. John Allen is not 300 pounds. He is not a decent tackle. What up, Rico? Do you think we overpaid for Landon Collins? Of course. What's good, Armando? Definitely. Especially now with how good Cameron Curl is, we definitely overpaid. I doubt we are going to get a QB in the draft that will lead us to a Super Bowl in his first 2 years. I think we can. Bro, do you not see how good these other quarterbacks are? Justin Herbert would be a playoff caliber quarterback if his team wasn't so bad. We're better than the Chargers, literally. Everything but our quarterback is better than the Chargers. Same thing with the Bengals. Joe Burrow can win you a Super Bowl right now. His team is just terrible. His offensive line is atrocious. And his defense isn't even good. Tua, same thing. The Dolphins aren't that good. Now, Tua isn't to the level of Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow yet, but I believe Tua will eventually be great. I'm trying to think. Kyler Murray can win you a Super Bowl. We've seen him show up big in big moments. Pat Mahomes did. I mean, Pat Mahomes is a unique situation, so I don't want to count him, but I'm still adding him to the list. Lamar Jackson has progressed, and now he's starting to get exposed for his accuracy issues, so that's a problem in itself. But yeah, a quarterback can win you a Super Bowl within 2 years, especially with as good as I think our team is going to be. And again, if we get a quarterback that's more mobile and a stronger arm, that opens up our offense to do way more than what we can do with Alex Smith, who's limiting our offense right now. Our offense looks this good with limited Alex Smith. Imagine what happens when we get a Zach Wilson or somebody. Joe Gibbs have done the same back in 1981. Look how fast and developed starting QB 0-5, finished 8-8. Gibbs gave some very good advice to Riverboat Rivera during the offseason. My boy James Fisher, yes sir. That is very true. John Allen isn't 300 pounds. Evan Ingram is garbage. Yeah, man. He's from Atlanta. I can't even deny it, bro. Evan Ingram is trash right now. He has a lot of potential, but at the end of the day, if you never reach your potential, you're a bust and you're trash. Don't discredit Eli. He was a top 10 QB. That was an historical. If he didn't have an historical defense, he wouldn't have won none of those Super Bowls. Those were historical defenses, like all-time defenses, them Giants defenses. I think our defense could potentially be that great, though. I just wish Logan Thomas was 4 years younger. Yeah, we do got to remember that the Logan Thomas is pretty old, like older than what people think. What about Bryce Love next year? We will see what he can do. We'll release him because of AGM McKissick. I'm holding on to Bryce Love as long as possible and holding out hope. Bryce Love potential is too crazy. Remember in the offseason during training camp, they said Bryce Love looked like our best running back for a couple of practices. But then he just got hurt. He got hurt again. So, but potential-wise, at his healthiest, Bryce Love, they said looked like our best running back. Like, better than Adrian Peterson. It was crazy. During the training camp, though, so who knows? When do you think we're going to change our name? Honestly, I don't know. I try to keep it out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, or whatever. I don't even want to think about it, type of thing. So we'll see. And I'm definitely rooting for Red Wolves. It's still going to take time to develop the QBs in 99% of the cases. It's not 99% anymore. You've seen that all of these top QBs are working out very well. And the ones that don't, I could have told you. Before they were even drafted, I could have told you why some of these guys weren't going to work out. Sam Darnold, first of all, the Jets set him up for failure. But second of all, he was a turnover machine at USC. I was afraid of him doing that at the NFL level. Look at him. He's a fumble and interception machine. Daniel Jones should have never gone when he went. He was a second round QB at best, and everybody knows that. But Dave Gettleman just thinks he's smarter than everybody else. So, of course, Marcus Mariota was running an Oregon offense. Oregon is even worse than Ohio State at preparing quarterbacks for the next level. And he never showed accuracy and the ability to run in a pro-level offense. I could have told you that. Jameis Winston was turnover heavy at Florida State. Could have told you he would do that at the next level. Who else am I missing that's a bust? Lamar Jackson even. Come here, Asha. Come here. What are you barking at? Lamar Jackson even. Incredibly inaccurate in college. Look at him now. Now that teams are learning how to stop him from running a little bit better, plus his receivers drop open catches, so it's partially his fault, partially their fault. Now it's catching up to him. RG3, he was injury prone in college. I could have told you that might not have worked out. I didn't think it was going to be so immediate the first year he was going to get hurt and never be the same. But I could have told you RG3 wasn't going to work out. Who else? Name some more quarterback busts that people thought they were going to be great but weren't great. I can literally tell you why I thought they weren't going to work out at the next level. Haskins, I didn't even want to draft Haskins, and I'm one of the people that's higher on him. I didn't want him because I knew he only started 1 year, and it was the Ohio State offense. So I was like, oh, I don't know, man. He might need to sit for a while. You know what I'm saying? He's inconsistent mechanically. He has inconsistent accuracy. His pocket presence is bad. And look at him now. Look at the situation now. Mitch Trubisky. I don't know who thought Mitch Trubisky was going to be good. We laughed at the Bears for picking Mitch Trubisky the day they did it. Like, as soon as they took him, we were like, oh yeah, that was dumb. Like, we knew that wasn't going to work out. Jamarcus Russell, that was stupid. That work ethic was horrible. I may give y'all Jamarcus Russell, even though I wasn't that high on him, but I may give y'all Jamarcus Russell that was unexpected. Maybe. But his work ethic was terrible. Josh Rosen was limited. He's not mobile. He has no arm strength, and his hands are little, so he fumbles the ball a lot. That's how that worked. Patrick Ramsey, I don't think people were that high on Patrick Ramsey, but even then, that's so far back. That's a whole nother NFL. Manziel, we knew he didn't have work ethic. He was rich. We said that before he was drafted. He was rich. He's not gonna do those extra push-ups. He's not gonna spend those late nights in the film room because he already has it made in life. Football is just a hobby for him. It's fun for him. It's not a way of life for him. He's rich. That man's like a millionaire, billionaire, or something like that. And, the character issues, I could have told you Manziel wasn't going to work out. I remember the debate of Deshaun Kaiser or Deshaun Watson. Now, the problem with Deshaun Watson was that he wasn't particularly elite at anything. He was mobile, but not the most mobile guy. He has a pretty good arm, but he doesn't have the strongest. He's pretty accurate, but not the most accurate. He just always had that it factor. And he won in college. He beat Alabama in the championship with a team that wasn't as good as Alabama. Alabama was better than Clemson that year. So you can kind of see that Deshaun Watson may end up being good, but I can see why he went later in the draft because he wasn't particularly elite at any one thing. You know what I'm saying? But Deshaun Kaiser, they were like, oh, he doesn't look good yet, but he has the arm strength and the mobility. You just got to mature him, develop him. Maybe he'll work out. Didn't work out. It was all potential with Deshaun Kaiser. Nate Peterman. No, we're trolling. Rico, what do you have to say? Lance play only. That's what I'm saying. I would love to take Lance because I love his potential, but I think he's going to take some time to learn behind a quarterback like Alex Smith. I think he can learn behind Alex Smith for maybe a year, maybe even more than a year. Maybe he has to sit for a year or two. But I think Lance will end up being a really good quarterback. He has the highest ceiling out of any of the quarterbacks in this draft. That's including Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. But he also has the biggest bust potential. He's the least ready right now. Now, he does run a pro-style offense. Like, he already knows how to read safeties away. Like, he knows he wants to throw it to the left, so he'll look to the right to move the safety. He already knows how to run I formation, single back, run bootlegs out of him. He knows how to ID potential blitzers and change the blocking responsibility. He knows how to do all that stuff that's really hard for people to learn. Stuff that Haskins doesn't even know yet. But at the same time, his level of competition, the fact that he only played 1 year, you have to be skeptical. You have to be skeptical of Lance. But the potential is definitely there. He has the highest ceiling out of those top 4 quarterbacks, to me, in my opinion. But he also has the biggest bust potential. So we'll see. Don't forget Daniel Jones could have been here if reports. Yeah, bro. Please. Daniel Jones was not a first-round quarterback. I still don't understand. And thank goodness I think the Giants are going to give Daniel Jones another year, so hopefully they won't take quarterback in this draft. Look, if we hit on a Herbert-type QB, then yeah, let's do it, but don't reach. Nah, I don't think these guys are reaching. Again, I guess I'm just higher on this quarterback class than y'all, but I think this quarterback class is better than... I think Lance and Wilson would literally be QB 1 and 2 in most other quarterback classes. I think the only reason people don't like them that much is because Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are receiving all of the hype and the attention. But if Wilson came out another draft class, he'd probably be QB 1. Probably be QB 1. I think he would honestly be QB 1 over everybody else in that Mitch Trubisky draft, because they would have seen he's a winner. He has the arm. He has the mechanics already. He's mobile. He definitely would have went before Mitch Trubisky. Let's play. Dan Snyder effect won't work on Ron Rivera picking his QB. Exactly. I think Ron Rivera is definitely a culture change. I think we'll actually be able to develop QBs. We've seen Ron Rivera was patient with Cam Newton. Cam Newton didn't start off hot when he first drafted him. And then Cam Newton ended up carrying his team to the Super Bowl. That Panthers team that Cam Newton carried to the Super Bowl was not that great. The receiving core was terrible. Our receiving core is way better. Terry McLaurin alone is way better than anything Cam Newton had to throw to. Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick are better than their running backs. Our offensive line is better. Our defense overall is better, even though their linebackers were great. They had Thomas Davis in his prime, Luke Kuechly in his prime. Other than that, I think our DBs are probably better. You can argue. Maybe that's a nil. Maybe they cancel each other out, but our defensive line is way better. I think our defense overall is better. And Ron Rivera had the patience to stick with Cam Newton and go, 15-1 all the way to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton that year. Imagine if he can get his Cam Newton again with this team that's better than that team he had. I think we can win Super Bowls with this. I really do. I think Ron Rivera can honestly take us to a Super Bowl. He needs his quarterback. That's literally it. Now, Mark Sanchez was, I don't know. Honestly, I can't speak on Mark Sanchez. I might give y'all Mark Sanchez and Jamarcus Russell. But even then, like, Jamarcus Russell, Vince Young, Mark Sanchez is just a whole nother time period ago. It's like not even, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of different. Whoever we draft, whether this year or next, I want to be very accurate deep because Terry will be unstoppable for deep balls. That's literally Wilson, Fields, and Trevor Lawrence. Potentially Lance, not Lance yet. But those 3 guys, Fields, Lawrence, and Wilson, they can do that right now. They can step in day 1 and throw a deep ball to Terry. More accurate than Haskins. Far more strength and accuracy deep down the field than a Kyle Allen or Alex Smith ever could. I'm telling y'all, bro. As much as y'all like Terry McLaurin, I'm surprised y'all don't want a quarterback more. You know how crazy Terry McLaurin will be? He would be an all-pro wide receiver if we just gave him a quarterback with a better arm. He'd be all-pro. And a mobile quarterback that will force defenses to put more in the box because you have to stop Antonio Gibson. You have to stop Zach Wilson using his legs. So you have to have more defenses closer to the line, more defenders closer to the line of scrimmage. That just leaves Terry McLaurin one-on-one deep down the field. Burrow, Herbert, and Murray are not proven yet. I think you can tell they're going to be really good. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say proven, but if they were on better teams, like if we had Burrow, Herbert, or Murray on this team right now, I think we're Super Bowl contenders, honestly. I think we honestly are. You need 3 years of starting to see if a QB is a franchise. I mean, I understand before crowning them a franchise guy, but you can see those 3 guys are going to be great, period. Watson, Watson is really good. But I think Burrow, Herbert, and Murray, Kyler Murray will probably end up being better than Watson, honestly. I mean, just off of potential. They're just stronger arms and stuff like that. Burrow isn't more mobile than Watson. Herbert isn't necessarily more mobile, but Murray is. All 3 of them have better arms than Watson. And they're also kind of in better situations because the Texans are terrible. Lamar Jackson is getting exposed. And again, I could have told you that Lamar Jackson, the experiment may not work long term because eventually teams are going to learn how to game plan against his accuracy issues. I see Jeremy Sprinkle getting cut next season. I wouldn't be surprised. Vanderbilt fired their coach. We are better than the Giants. We beat ourselves and still almost won. I agree. That's what I'm saying. We're just not ready for the big moments right now. I think this weekend decides our future. I agree. Hope we lose so we can get a top pick. Who do you want more, Lance or Wilson? I don't know. It depends. If we can win a Super Bowl soon, Wilson. If we're doing like a 3-4 year rebuild, Lance. Because I think Lance is eventually going to be better than Wilson, but Wilson is definitely better right now. The undefeated Giants are getting Jamar Chase to replace Odell. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be crazy. If Alex gets us a win or even comes close to getting blown out, we will be 2 different paths for the future. Cam Newton... Can't wait. What was it? Cam Newton was trash. Now he's good. You talking about when they first drafted him, Cam Newton was struggling, but for the same reasons that we thought he would struggle: accuracy issues, and inconsistent mechanics. I think Trevor Lawrence will be better than Mahomes, and I won't take it back. I can't. Trevor Lawrence does look special, but if our O-line can keep pressure off, we have a real chance to win. But if they can't, we will lose very badly. I see what you're saying, but it's not just O-line. I don't think Alex Smith can outduel those quarterbacks, and he's going to have to at some point. Alex Smith being a game manager is not going to work all the way to the Super Bowl. It's just not. Heath Schuler, drafted in 1994, was a big bust for Washington. The reason for that was because Norv Turner did not give him a chance to develop. I'll throw a deep ball to Terry. Remember how bad the Ram game was? We couldn't even... But again, that Rams game was different. That was a completely different offensive line. That was Wes Martin at left guard, Jerron Christian at left tackle, and Brandon Sheriff was hurt. That's a completely different offensive line. We need a wideout or tight end in the first round. Any QB need to sit for a year. Our defense is built to win now. Not that safety position. But you can easily see the argument against that is you can easily get a playmaking wide receiver in the second or later. You don't need to go wide receiver first round. We've seen that. Tight end, we've seen Logan Thomas is good enough to run this offense how it needs to be ran. I would love to get a Kyle Pitts, but we don't need one. They're not more important than getting a better quarterback, I can tell you that. But appreciate the donation, though. Appreciate that, man. Much appreciated for the donation. But another wide receiver, another tight end is not more integral to us winning games than a better quarterback. We need to upgrade our quarterback position, period. See an 83-yard kid from Blankenship. He kept getting hurt, and Gus was better overall. Schuler sucked. We can use a linebacker and wide receiver and a QB, then we will be fine. I agree. But we just got to go quarterback first round and address linebacker, safety, and wide receiver after that. Or maybe in free agency. There's a lot of good free agents out there at safety and linebacker this free agency period. I don't know about tight end. I haven't checked. Yes, but Terry will be a top 5 no matter who his QB is. But if you want him to get the same praise, what I'm saying is if you want him to get that same praise and as DK Metcalf, how everybody's acting like DK Metcalf is the best receiver in the NFL only because his quarterback is better. He gets more opportunities. They play more primetime games because their quarterback is better, and their team is better because of their quarterback. If you want Terry to get recognized by the general public more, he needs a better quarterback, period. If you want him to put up more legendary numbers, if you want him to be a consistent Pro Bowl, All-Pro player, he needs a better quarterback. He's never going to get, if we keep being bad, if our quarterbacks are never elite, he's never going to even play in primetime games. Because now you see Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin are getting all of this praise nationwide suddenly because we played Thursday when nobody else was playing. We were the only team playing, so we were the only team everybody had to watch. Normally we're playing at 1 p.m. when everybody's playing and nobody cares about what Terry McLaurin or Antonio Gibson are doing. But if we get a great quarterback, we'll start playing more 4 p.m. games, more 8 p.m. games, Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night, stuff like that. And then Terry McLaurin will finally get that recognition he deserves. But he's not going to get that with an Alex Smith, bro. He's not. It's just not. If we do win this division, I want to get that tight end from Florida. Yeah, I hope we don't win the division. But yeah, at that point, if we can get Kyle Pitts, 19th pick or later, let's do it. When we play the Steelers, we play them next week, even though I don't know when, because right now their scheduling is crazy. I want whoever is better long term, not right now. Exactly. Quarterback. Exactly. Alex Smith is not long-term at all. He is a superstar MVP. Same Sunday. What about Mac Jones? Now, Mac Jones does look good. I don't think he's a first-round quarterback. But, again, I'm probably going to have to watch him more. I haven't watched Mac Jones' film. I just watch Alabama games. And I'm not that high on him. But maybe if I watch his film, I'll be higher on him. I don't know. No, I mean versus the Steelers, we can win if the D-line doesn't destroy us. Oh, okay. I'd rather for watching in the draft Lance. I believe this young man is the QB. I think, again, Lance has the highest potential out of this QB class. He has a higher ceiling than Fields, Trevor Lawrence, all of them. But at the same time, he's at the biggest risk of being a bust because who knows if he'll be able to step up against way greater talent than he played against in college. And he only played 1 year, technically. 1 year and 1 game. And that 1 game he played this year was bad. They have figured out Mahomes. They just keep giving him the ball back instead of keeping him off the field. We'd have a chance if we draft Jamar Chase and our wide receivers would be deadly. But why? Alex Smith can't throw deep, so, what's the point? We'd be really good, but we won't be. I don't think we could win a Super Bowl with that formula. I don't know why y'all keep prioritizing wide receiver and random stuff over quarterback. Or do y'all just like Alex Smith that much? I mean, clearly, y'all think Alex Smith is a top quarterback. Derrick Henry got 103 yards in front. Wait, what? Same here. When we playing the Steelers, I'm excited to see us against Pittsburgh. I want to see where we really stack against a good team right now. I'm also curious, too. Kyle Pitts is Logan Thomas at QB. Kyle Pitts is going to be great, bro. Kyle Pitts is going to be really good. I'm not high on Florida guys because I'm a Georgia Bulldog, but Kyle Pitts, I think Kyle Pitts is going to be really good. I think Kyle Trask is going to be decent, but again, his lack of mobility is going to get him in trouble at the next level. But Kyle Pitts is going to be really good because he can block, too. Logan Thomas could be our future tight end. I think he would be a great tight end too, but I don't like Logan Thomas as our tight end 1. Again, he's 29 years old. Thank you for bringing that up, Rodney. What are the Colts doing? I'm not even watching. This week will tell a lot for me. 7 hours. Wait, 7 hours down. I'll be home in about 2 hours. Dang. Oh, yeah, you did travel far. 10-10 about to be halftime. When we playing the Steelers, that game will be hard. Gibson a beast. Why can't Haskins sit another year behind Alex and grow into a Mahomes? I mean, again, I love Haskins. I'm high on him, but again, I don't think this franchise likes him that much. I think Haskins is kind of done here. We'll see, though. I don't want to do too much guessing because who knows? Things could change. Maybe Ron Rivera does believe in Haskins and may believe he's the franchise quarterback, but I personally don't think that he thinks that. I don't know. Just from things he said, I don't think he likes Haskins that much. Not even just on the field, off the field and all of that. As people tell us if we are really finally clicking or if we still suck. I agree, Rico. I don't want to beat the Steelers. Me neither. Can't cut Collins. That would eat too much of the cap. Yeah, I think I saw Rodney. The way his deal is set up. Aja, no, come here. The way his deal is set up, Aja just got into the trash. I don't know why or how. The way Landon Collins' deal is set up, he would cost more money if we release him than if we keep him. I think his dead cap is higher than his actual regular cap hit on the roster. It's crazy. His contract is set up crazy. But remember, we did it that way so he wouldn't take up too much cap last year because we tried to make the playoffs last year. when we signed him. Like, the goal was to make the playoffs. We were in win now mode with Jay Gruden, so we signed him to that contract and had his contract set up to where he doesn't cost much that first year, the 2019 season, but then now he's hitting us for a lot 2020, 2021, all of those other years. Steelers are basically the Cowboys, but better Cowboys. Our defense versus the Steelers defense next week. 2 top 5 defenses. Who's going to eat more? Fake fan. We need a receiver more than QB. Hey, man. If we draft receiver, please come back and let me know how that goes. Somebody please go in the future. Because I'm telling y'all, bro. What's the receiver going to do if we can't throw the deep ball? You really need to check out Mac Jones. I'm waiting for your reviews on him. Yeah, I haven't really started watching... I haven't really watched film yet in general. I've just been watching my Georgia games. I'll catch what other game, Alabama. I'll catch a Florida game, Ohio State, so I can watch Justin Fields. But that's really about it. I haven't really watched film yet. Nathan said we need a receiver more than QB. You know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. QB has to be the top priority moving forward. Exactly. I want to lose, bro. We got the 19th pick. Are you crazy? Bro, if we beat the Steelers, we beat the Steelers, then hey, might as well. I'm gonna be right with y'all. It's like, hey, we might as well, because forget it. We're not getting the top quarterback. We might as well try to go to the Super Bowl. That's how I feel about it. We beat the Steelers and/or win this division. It's like we might as well try to win as many games as we can, because we're not going to get any of the top quarterbacks. So we might as well just go ahead and accept Alex Smith will be our starting quarterback 2021, maybe 2022. Remember, he's 38 years old, so he's not getting any better. So it's like, hey, man, we might as well do what we can this year, 2020, because the next couple of years are not looking bright with Alex Smith at quarterback, period. If we beat them, it really means nothing. We're not going on a playoff run. The win would be meaningless. We would win out, and it would mean nothing. Mac Jones is very underrated. I think he's first-round talent. Only knock his lack of mobility, but I think he's still more mobile than someone like Herbert. Now, Herbert's mobile. Herbert's actually really underratedly mobile. I mean, from what I've seen from Mac Jones, I don't think Mac Jones is more mobile than Herbert. But, again, I got to watch Mac Jones film. So, I just haven't seen Mac Jones move like Herbert moves yet. But again, I don't even watch entire Alabama games. I'll just catch it, watch some of it, keep it pushing. So you might be right. From what I've seen so far, like, I thought Herbert was faster. But y'all think too far into the future. I'm thinking next year. What is too far into the future? I don't want to tank every season. See, I hate that. That's such a dumb statement to me, because again, this team is completely different. The only thing the same is Dan Snyder and the fact that we play in Landover. Everything is different. This is not Ron Rivera's second time tanking. This will technically be his first. And even then, I don't think we're tanking. I'm not even rooting for tanking. I just want us to lose. I don't say we lose on purpose. Front round, get a QB. Yeah, I don't know how next year is too far into the future. This Nathan Sullivan guy, I don't know. He might be high or something. He might be off a pill or something. We think Alex is good enough. We don't necessarily need a Super Bowl immediately. We could fix our team to no doubt to be a Super Bowl team, then get a QB next year that may be better. I'm telling y'all, bruh. That's where the huge gap between us is. I think this QB class is gonna be legendary. I think this QB class is gonna be way better than any QB class that comes out within the next few years. And on top of that, we're not going to be bad enough to get one of those quarterbacks next year, the year after that, or the year after that. We're just going to be average again. We're going to be going right back to them Jay Gruden 8-8 days where we don't have a high enough pick to take a franchise quarterback, and we're also not good enough to win the Super Bowl. That's what I don't want to do. That's why I prefer to just go ahead. We suck this year. Let's go take our franchise quarterback and be great. But if we win the division this year and we're stuck with Alex Smith, we're going to have to do some crazy scouting, or we're going to have to do some crazy free agency signing and steal a quarterback from somewhere else for us to end up being great. Haskins is raw and needs time to develop. I agree. How bad do we need a tight end? Quite bad. If you root against winning, you aren't a real fan. I can say the same for y'all. Because if y'all don't care about winning Super Bowls, if you want to keep winning these petty wins that don't mean nothing and no Super Bowls, then hey, to me, in my eyes, you're not a real fan. Because all that matters at the end of the day is Super Bowl. And if you're not rooting for Super Bowls, then you're just wasting your time. And you're just creating a mentality of mediocrity. You're just accepting failure. You accepting, being average, and that's not a real fan to me. Y'all got that. We don't need no more wide receivers. We have plenty. Now, that is a good point. We kind of have talent. I would like another receiver, but again, we can address that second round or later. Y'all want a high draft pick because we win this division? It will mean nothing. Yeah, winning this division literally means nothing. I don't think Ron is done with Haskins. I really think this is a humbling to Haskins. I would hope, but again, I don't think so. I'm not condemning Thomas yet. Let's play out this year to see he's getting more consistent. I gotta see. I don't know. I like Logan Thomas a lot, but again, he's 29. So how much potential can you truly have at 29? Like, how much better can you get? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rico, do you like Sam Darnold? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not a big fan of Sam Darnold because, again, I could have told you before he was drafted why he wouldn't work out. Again, and that's why I keep saying about these quarterbacks. These quarterbacks that are coming out this draft don't have any glaring weaknesses like these other quarterbacks that haven't worked out. People keep saying don't take a quarterback high because they're just going to end up being a bust again. But I can literally point at, like I broke down earlier, why all of those other quarterbacks that ended up being busts were busts. But this QB class, there's no glaring weaknesses. The only guy that really has glaring weaknesses is Trey Lance. And that's just because there's level of competition and he's only played 1 year. And his mechanics are a little inconsistent. But Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields are ready to win games now. You can win a Super Bowl with them within the next 2 years, period. Who cares about the draft? Smart people that actually want to win games. Another short week team as a week we can start fast. That's a good point. Against the Steelers, we may catch them off guard because I think they play Tuesday, then we play them Sunday. We could get Cam and then get Jamar Chase, but I do want to get Zach Wilson and Trey Lance as week 12. It's the 32 teams in NFL. We forgot about Jalen Waddle. That is crazy. Jalen Waddle might make it to the second round. Hey, don't talk about him too much. We need to hope everybody else forget about him. We need to hope everybody else forgets about him. I want to go to the playoffs so you can lose 40-10. Yeah, you go ahead. We rooting for two different teams, my guy. That's just plain and simple. Look at it this way. Logan Thomas is 29 years old but doesn't have the miles of injuries. Like, oh, that's a good point. That's another way to look at it. But again, he's 29 years old, so how much better can he get? You know what I'm saying? I think he can maintain where he's at, maybe get a little bit better for the years to come. But, like, how much better can somebody already 29 get? He doesn't have the wear and tear, but he also is not just going to suddenly get faster or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, like, in the middle on it. Because low-key, we keeping Haskins. Hey, man, we got to see. I'm not too sure of it. I don't believe in it, but we'll see. If we beat the best team in the NFL, absolutely means we can do okay in the playoffs. Now, that's what I'm saying. If we beat the Steelers, then it's like, I'm with y'all. We might as well try to go for the Super Bowl because we're not getting a top 10 pick anyway. So it's like we might as well have the 32nd pick for all I care. If we're not going to have a top 10 pick, I don't care where we pick at, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So if we beat the Steelers, then yeah, I'm right with y'all. I'm right back with y'all. Hey, man, we might as well try to win this division, try to win a Super Bowl, because we're not going to pick top 10 anyway. That's the only reason I want to lose, because I want a franchise quarterback. But if we can't get a franchise quarterback, then whatever. We might as well pick anywhere. Because low-key, I like Terry Harmon Sims. Yeah, and our receiving core could actually end up being better than what people think. But again, if we address receiver, maybe second, third round, hey, I think we're good. Okay, bro, it's better than going 3-13 and getting clowned. Well, actually, you must have different friends from me, because my friends are actually like thinking ahead, logical. My friends are Cowboys, Colts, Steelers, Rams, Bears, 49ers, Patriots fans, and they're all laughing at us for beating the Cowboys, because they know if we don't get a quarterback this draft, top of the draft, we're just going to be average for forever again. So even my Cowboys fans were rooting for us to beat them on Thursday. That's how you know. But again, I don't know. I don't know if my friend group just has a higher standard than most other people's. But if it's not a Super Bowl, if you don't have a franchise quarterback, there's nothing you can say. Us winning this division has no bragging rights. It's the worst division in NFL history. I don't think people get that. It's literally, statistically, I'm not saying this like as like an opinion. It's literally the worst division in NFL history. Winning this division has no bragging rights at all. Not even a little. But yeah, I'm down to fight. Like, I want people to play the best they can because that's how players develop. I'm just hoping that we lose in the process. I'm not saying just go out there and lose 0-56 every game. I'm not saying that. When Harmon comes back, he will help the receiver core. I agree. We have a higher morale. Nah, you just want to be average for the rest of your life. The Jets get first pick. Oh, yeah, that's obvious. Nobody wants to be on a team that doesn't win. Nobody wants to be on a team that permanently goes 7-9 for the rest of the years too. Y'all want to go right back to the Jay Gruden era of just being 7-9, 8-8. Honestly, I mean just the rest of our lives. I honestly think we will win the division regardless. I hope not. Please don't. If we do get 19 pick, do you think Zach Wilson? No, he won't. If we don't have top 10 pick, we're not getting any of those guys. You might as well just go ahead and accept Alex Smith being our starting quarterback next year and beyond. And then we're going to have the motivation of making the playoffs, motivate the young guys, extra game experience, help recruit and free agents. Honestly, but I guess I'm different from most people. But if I were a free agent, say I'm like Anthony Harris, I'm looking like, okay, I would prefer to go to the Washington football team with a great quarterback with a lot of potential over the Washington football team that won the worst division ever and lost in the wild card round. Like, I'm looking at, I would much more prefer to go to Team A. Team A is a team that just drafted a potentially Pro Bowl level quarterback that can lead the team to the Super Bowl. Or there's Team B who won a useless division, literally the worst division in NFL history. If I was a free agent, I'm going to the team with the hope and the quarterback. That winning division is false hope. I don't care what none of y'all say. That is false hope. I mean, y'all can believe whatever you want. We gonna have to just agree to disagree. But if I'm a free agent, I'm going to the team that looks like they have their franchise quarterback of the future. Not just a random, you know what I'm saying, Alex Smith. We just gonna be average. We not winning Super Bowl this year or next year. Then what's the point of winning a division? I thought if you wanted to win a division, you assume we would win a Super Bowl this year. That's the only advantage to winning a division. Should we get Winston? Nah, he's too turnover prone. But again, I could have told y'all that before he was drafted. Look, if we lose to the Steelers bad, then it's time to give up. But if we win, yeah, LC, I'm right with you on that. That's what I'm saying. If we beat the Steelers, then I'm with y'all. It's like we might as well. We're not gonna have a top 10 pick. The only reason I want to lose is for a top 10 pick. If we beat the Steelers, we're more than likely not gonna have a top 10 pick. And at that point, I'm rooting for us to go to the Super Bowl right with y'all. I'll be right with y'all. Let's go. Super Bowl. Let's go. Even though I know more than likely we will end up winning. But, hey, if we beat the Steelers, it's like might as well. Not even because I'm rooting for the team, but it's like, what do I get? We're not going to have a top pick anyway. So it can't get any worse pick-wise. 19th, 25th pick, doesn't matter. You know how you solidify a team winning more? Getting better players. How do you get better players, better draft picks? How do you get those? And you would think that people that love Chase Young would understand the logic we're coming with, Timothy. You would think, because like you're not getting a Chase Young with the 19th pick. That's period. That's point blank period. That's straight facts. You're not doing that. I think Kelvin Harmon can be that wide receiver we're looking for. Honestly, I kind of do too. If he can learn how to separate more, become a better route runner, I think Kelvin Harmon can be special. Getting picked 19 to 25th if we win the division, yeah, I don't want to do that. But, I mean, hey, if we beat the Steelers and we win the division, at that point, we might as well go win the Super Bowl because we're not getting the franchise quarterback. The quarterback of the future is already on the roster. Who are you talking about? Haskins? I like Haskins. And it's crazy because in the beginning of the season, after those first 4 games, it was me and only a handful of people in the middle of the crowd swinging, talking about, don't give up on Haskins. Haskins can be great. He's not that bad. Now it's people looking at me, telling me to believe in Haskins. It's crazy. And I never changed. Y'all just went from one side to the other. I've been the same level on Haskins the whole time. My problem is, I just don't think Ron Rivera likes Haskins. I like Haskins. We haven't been to the playoffs in like 4 years. Okay, and then what? We make the playoffs, then what? Please tell me the friend circle that you're a part of that's like that you can brag to. We won this division with 7 wins. Because whatever friend circle that is, I need to join it. Because boy, it must be nice to be able to brag about stuff that little. Because again, with my friend circle, 49ers, Colts, Rams, 49ers, Bears, Patriots. If it's not a Super Bowl, don't talk about it. Or if you win a division, let it at least be a good division. At least let it be a good division. Or if you go to the playoffs, let you go to the playoffs consistently. Don't let it just be a flash in a pot. It gotta be like consistent sustained success. Like you not just about to we won the NFC least this year. I can't bring that up. If anything, I'm going to get laughed at more because, again, my friends know that the Cowboys, Patriots, let me emphasize Cowboys, Patriots, even one Giants fan, Rams, Bears, Colts, and Steelers and Patriots, they all know that if we win this division, it's gonna set us back a couple of years as far as being Super Bowl contenders. They all know that, all of them. I'm not just making this up. Fans of other teams are laughing at us for winning games this year. They know if we get a Zach Wilson, our team is gonna become way better, and we'll actually be able to contend. My friends hope that we don't have a high draft pick. My Cowboys fan friend was rooting for us to beat them. That's how you know. But again, maybe we have different friend circles. But my friend circle is Super Bowl or nothing. All that other in between little tiny milestones don't matter around here. I'm sorry. I wish I could be in a friend group circle that idolized making the playoffs with a 6-10 record. But my friends ain't like that. I'm sorry. Dream about beating teams that we stand no chance against. It was fun being delusional. Thanks, Austin. Let me see. No, bro, I want Trey Lance. I like Trey Lance a lot, too. I'm cool with either one of them. The Titans are playing really good. They're a good team. Shouts out to the Titans. They found the one in Ryan Tannehill. He's like a game manager. Like Alex Smith, kinda, but he's better. Like, when in doubt, he can go lead a game-winning drive and win you the game. I'm not exactly sure if Alex Smith can do that. Plus, Alex Smith isn't as mobile as Ryan Tannehill, so we can't run the same offense that the Titans run. The Bucs are not a complete team yet. They better than they have been, but so are we. Yeah, that's true. I only have a 6-point lead in fantasy. I think Ron is looking at Haskins. Hey, man, if he is, then hey, we can go draft something else. But again, I don't think he likes Haskins. I'm telling you, the Bengals are terrible. The Bengals are awful. I've been telling y'all that. That's why I don't understand why people are getting so hyped that we're beating teams like that. Aja, do you want to go on the bed? Is that why you're barking? What's on the bed? Here you go. There you go. I'm not going to the bed. I'm still streaming. I'm about to end the stream soon too. Though I was planning on only streaming until 2:30, but we started talking. So Alex got injured in 2018. We didn't have a bevy of weapons. After AP, we had injured. Jamison Crowder injured, Jordan Reed, Josh Doxson. That's a good point, but I still don't think he can outduel those other great quarterbacks. I used to believe we didn't see enough of Haskins, but he didn't progress, bro. Nor did he recognize that and try to do whatever he could to get better. Haskins ain't it right now. I mean, again, I'm higher than Haskins. I'm higher on Haskins than you are, because I believe he can go somewhere like the Steelers, sit behind Big Ben for like a year or two, and end up being a really good quarterback. I just don't think it's going to be here, because again, I truly believe Ron Rivera does not like this guy, bro. I truly believe Ron Rivera does not like this guy. Where we at? Okay, nice punt. If we beat the Steelers, we should beat the Seahawks. I agree. What's up, bro? What's good, Pineapple? What's good? Rodney's right. Well, we will beat down. You need new friends. Yeah, man. It would be nice to have friends that have lower expectations. It sounds like it's more relaxing. It's more fun. Life is just easier. You're more chill. The fact that y'all can brag to y'all friends about winning this terrible division, boy, it must be nice. Because I better not come in there without a chip talking about anything. I can't. We hold ourselves to just a way higher standard than it seems like a lot of y'all hold yourselves to. I haven't seen a team yet in the NFC that scares me. Oh, I have. I'm not going to lie, bro. I mean, they're inconsistent. I understand that. Now, I'm with you that they are inconsistent. But, boy, them teams are crazy now. I'm not going to lie. It's these quarterbacks. It's the quarterbacks that scare me more than anything else. So you would be okay with us just being the Vikings? That's what you're saying? Wait, what happened? What happened with the Vikings? I haven't seen the team. What's up? What's good down South VA? Something about to show love, bro. Keep grinding, man. Appreciate that. What's good, Rudy, man? Appreciate the donation. You want a QB who isn't as good as Carson Wentz? I'm tired of hoping to lose for draft picks. I bet $200 for the season for us to win the division. Oh, so you wanted to win the division because you put money on it and you like playoff experience. I see what y'all are saying, but I'm telling y'all, an upgraded quarterback is way more important than just playoff experience. I'm telling y'all. That playoff experience in 2015 with Kirk Cousins didn't do a thing for us, boy. Not a single thing. Because you know why? Because Kirk Cousins wasn't good enough to win us games by himself. Haskins needs to be humble to get the Deshaun Watson attitude, then he knows what will happen. Hey, man, if Haskins can turn around his attitude, our young players are gaining confidence, and that's the main thing. We got some good players who balled out as rookies. And that's what I expected. I thought our rookies and our random free agency signers that we signed for cheap would ball out, but I thought we would lose a lot of games. I thought that was the perfect combination. Develop players, but still be in range to get a top pick. Only one team can win a Super Bowl every year, but when you have a culture of winning, you put yourself in a position to win a Super Bowl every year. Look at the Steelers and the Ravens. I mean, they're being led by quarterbacks that they believe in, though. I don't think like if I'm Anthony Harris, the safety from the Vikings, I'm not looking at us and being like Alex Smith. I mean, they made the playoffs in the NFC least, but they have Alex Smith at quarterback. I'm gonna go sign with them because I believe I can win a Super Bowl with them in the next 2 years. Nah, I'm going to the team that has the young, bright quarterback, a Justin Herbert, because you know they're gonna be good or at least relevant for the next at least 10 years because those quarterbacks are really good. They're young, they're mobile, arm strength, all of that. Have potential, they can only get better. I'm going to a team like a Justin Herbert or a Joe Burrow or a Kyler Murray, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. We're not that. We don't have that. I ain't about to do that. Rico division sucks. Smash those likes. Appreciate that. Where are we at? Same thing like the Chiefs. The Chiefs weren't winning Super Bowls before Pat Mahomes, but they were consistently good and kept on adding. But they got lucky though. I mean, unless you think we can find a Pat Mahomes, because without Pat Mahomes, they're not winning the Super Bowl. They're not even Super Bowl contenders. Their team isn't even that good. Honestly, our defense is better. Our offensive line is comparable. Like it's neck and neck. The only thing they have is Pat Mahomes, a better offensive coordinator, better offensive scheme. So it's all mental. Pat Mahomes, and their receiving core is better suited for what Pat Mahomes wants to do. But Terry McLaurin is better than Tyreek Hill. He's better than any receiver they have. It's more so Pat Mahomes than anything else. It's a combination of other things, but we're better than the Chiefs, especially defensively, and our offensive line is almost the same. Terry McLaurin is better than any receiver they have. Like, you can't tell me. It's literally just offensive scheme. The offensive coordinators are more experienced and better as of now. But who knows what Scott Turner will look like by next year. And they have Pat Mahomes. That's literally it. I don't think it's because they've built a winning culture and all of that. No, Pat Mahomes gives you something to believe in. He does amazing things that other quarterbacks can't do, and players see that and be like, we always have a chance to win no matter what, because you know why? Pat Mahomes is our quarterback. I feel like that holds way more weight than being a consistent average team before you draft the Pat Mahomes. I think Dwayne should delete all social media and focus on football. I agree. I'm still rooting for Haskins. Nice cut. What's good, Scotty? Hey, Rico. Hope you're good. What's your thoughts on winning division with 2 to 3 more wins? Do you want the postseason or high draft pick? You already know me, Scotty. High draft pick easily, man. It's not even close. But if we win a division, again, I'm gonna be right with y'all rooting for us to win the Super Bowl. Because at that point, our pick is already bad. It's already 19th at the highest. We might as well just go ahead and win the Super Bowl. But again, I hope we don't get to that position. I hope we get a top 10 pick and keep it pushing. Take the quarterback of our future and start winning Super Bowls. We assume Ron does think Dwayne is the QB of the future. I'm not assuming that. I don't think he likes him, honestly. Yeah, me and Rico Rodney was swinging at all of y'all over Haskins. Some of y'all look like Nate Rock. Yeah, bro, we were some of the very few people that still believed in Haskins. Now it's people over here telling me to believe in Haskins when I never changed. I've been the same with Haskins since week 1. Some of y'all hated him. Now suddenly y'all believe in him. I've always been right here in the same spot. Every Ingram finally holds into the ball. Haskins is a teenager in a man's body. That's his problem. Get rid of the immature, cocky quarterback. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, his personality is a little weird. It's not ideal, but I don't think it's that bad. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm higher on Haskins than a lot of y'all. Daniel Jones is hurt. Colt McCoy time. Oh, nah. Oh, yeah, that's it. We might have won the division just off that. Bengals clearly don't care since Burrow got hurt. I agree. Jones is hurt badly. Colt McCoy trash. Dang, and if Daniel Jones is hurt a certain type of bad, they might take quarterback early in the draft. You know what? I give up. Y'all got it. Let's just go ahead and win the division. Let's just go ahead and be average for the next 10 years. Y'all got it. You don't need a Super Bowl team. You don't need a super team, a good team, a great team. An average team will be enough to win in the NFL. That's why getting some of these comments trying to set yourself up to win is smart. That's what I'm getting from some of these comments, trying to set yourself win is smart. It's a GG. Looks like just a hamstring pulled or something. Oh, Daniel Jones. Cole McCoy season. After his last run, I saw him getting hurt. Cole McCoy season. Yeah. Will JDR be replaced by Matt Patricia next year? I don't think so. Daniel Jones injured. Why? Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It is just the QB position for Washington. He's trolling. We are not better than the Chiefs without Pat Mahomes. Bro, what do the Chiefs have better than us besides coaching and Pat Mahomes. That's literally it. What are they better than? Because our offensive line is comparable. It's played better. The last couple of weeks, our offensive line has been better than theirs. Our defense is better. Our defense is clearly better, except for safety because they have Tyrann Mathieu. So what are the Chiefs better at than Pat Mahomes? Let me know. There's several ways you can look at this team, and regardless of who we draft, I think we are 2 years from being contenders. I can't be mad at that. Maybe the quarterback we draft, like a Zach Wilson, may take 2 years away. It may take him 2 years to be great, but I think he's going to be great. The QB jinx is in this year because of Alex Smith coming back, which I think, Rico, sometimes that's all you need is hope. Bruh, and quarterbacks give more hope than anything else, bro. You can't tell me if you play for a team, your team A is the team with Pat Mahomes or a great quarterback that potentially can win you Super Bowls. Team B is the team that's average, but they made it to the playoffs because they showed some will to win. And they showed hope and they showed grit. There's no way as a free agent you're gonna pick that team B over team A. There's no way. You can't convince me. Y'all tripping. Y'all are trolling if y'all could tell me otherwise. Winning helps morale. Losing builds nothing. Actually, it does. It builds talent. I don't want over any player. Average is better than what we've been. Oh, so y'all see, yeah, we're never gonna see eye to eye. If you like average, if you want average, we're never gonna see eye to eye. All I care about is whatever it takes to get this team to win a Super Bowl. Anything else is pointless. Aja, what are you barking at? You gotta go pop pot? That's what that is. You gotta go pop pot. Is that what that is? She gotta go pop pot. I do need to be in the stream though. Oh, I appreciate the donation. Why did I pray for the Giants to lose? I never changed either. I'm still going to root for Haskins whether he's here or not. Same here. We are winning the division. I hope not. I hope not. Cole McCoy is trash, but yeah, he's quite bad. Pray for Super Bowl. Bengals suck. I told y'all. Bengals are terrible. Somebody tell me what happened. So Reuben Foster's on IR and he's an unrestricted free agent. So I have no idea what's gonna happen with Reuben Foster. Oh yeah, Chiefs got a tight end. I'll give you tight end. Well, Terry McLaurin's better than any receiver they have. Terry McLaurin's better than Tyreek Hill and he's healthier. So I'll give you tight end and I'll give you quarterback and coaching. That's it. What else? Give me anything else. Give me anything else that the Chiefs are better at, please. And especially the Seahawks. Oh my God. The Seahawks, boy. It's literally just quarterback and receiving core. That's it. That's literally it. Literally, that's it. Our offensive line is better. Our defense is better overall. They have better linebackers. That's it. And safety. Cole McCoy is garbage. Almost NT. Chiefs have a better O-line and wide receivers overall. The offensive line is definitely a debate. That's definitely debatable. The Chiefs do not have a great offensive line. And these past couple of weeks, our offensive line actually has been pretty good. Come here, Aja. I know you got to use the bathroom. Hold on. Come here. Come here, let me pick you up because I'm about to end the stream anyway, and I don't want you peeing on the ground. Man, at this point, Rico, we got to give up on high QPs. Let's just get Cam Newton or something and draft Chase. I mean, and I'm the highest guy on Cam Newton. Cam Newton's my favorite player in the NFL. Y'all already know why. Southwest Atlanta, Westlake, and all of that. I don't think Cam Newton has it like that anymore. I think he may be better than Alex. Well, he's higher and lower than Alex Smith. Some games is going to be better. Some games is going to be worse. And I don't think y'all want to deal with that headache, honestly. To be honest, I love Cam Newton, but he's not the same. So for so, Alex got his leg back, and now Red Skull is snatching QB's legs. All serious, and I hope all these guys get healthy. I don't wish injuries on anybody. But I don't care what you play, offense or defense, you should never drop easy balls. It's baffling how people drop. Bruh, I don't know how people get all the way to the NFL, and they don't do that, don't catch about 50 balls a day, bruh. At LSC, I'm right with you on that. Just like I don't understand how people in the NBA miss free throws, bruh. That's all you do. You make millions of dollars. This is your living. You need to get in that gym and shoot 100 free throws a day. I'd rather win and build a winning culture. All right, y'all gonna build this winning culture with an average quarterback, and we gonna be average for the next 10 years. Their receiving cores is way better. You that high on Sammy Watkins and all of them? Because I never heard none of y'all want them in free agency. Yeah, nothing. Our running back is better. Our running back. So Antonio Gibson is better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire, period. And Le'Veon Bell is not the same. It's not just McLaurin. It's better than. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can argue the receiving core overall may be better, but Terry McLaurin's better than any receiver they have. Period. Our offensive line is. You can debate whose is better. I think honestly, these past couple of weeks, our offensive line has been better than the Chiefs' offensive line. Our defense is definitely better, other than Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, literally, what else? And tight end, and tight end does matter a lot. I'll give y'all that, but it's not like the Chiefs are just. The Chiefs' record they're not that much better than us than what their record says at all. If anything, if you want to go position group by position group, we're technically better in more position groups. They just have a way better quarterback. Why nobody picked up that safety to Neal? You talking about Eric Reed? We offered him a practice squad spot, but he wanted to start immediately. Starting quarterbacks who were not drafted in the top 10, Drew Brees. Hey, you better get lucky. And Drew Brees only made it that far because his QB class was great. If the other guys weren't there, he would have been drafted high. Russell Wilson only got picked that late because people didn't trust short quarterbacks. They'll never make that mistake again. You saw Baker Mayfield go number 1 overall. You saw Kyler Murray go number 1 overall. So Russell Wilson does not count. We saw how great he was in college. They only thought he wouldn't be great because they were being biased towards shorts quarterback. It was almost like heightism. Instead of racism, it was heightism. Nobody will ever make that mistake again. You're not getting a Russell Wilson late in the draft ever again. Lamar Jackson, but he's getting exposed for reasons I could tell you. We already knew he was inaccurate in college. Dak Prescott, not lucky again. You expect us to get that lucky again? Jimmy G is not good. He's average. Aaron Rodgers, now that's an older NFL, so it's hard for me to count that. Tom Brady, extremely lucky. I'm not giving y'all Tom Brady. Derek Carr is on and off, so we'll see. And again, that's y'all expecting us to be able to scout quarterbacks that well. And Teddy Bridgewater can't stay healthy, but I do like Teddy Bridgewater. If DeShazier and Cornelius come back versus Steelers, we have a better chance. That's very true. Bro, draft the QB in the 3rd and get a wide receiver in the 1st. Rico, you're being disrespectful to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon Bell. Chiefs have a complete offense. Antonio Gibson is better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and y'all know that. Come on now. I love McCole Hardman. He's a Georgia Bulldog, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe their receiving core overall is better than ours, but Terry McLaurin is better than any receiver they have, period. If Pat Mahomes had Terry McLaurin, he'd be even better. We got better defense, and we definitely have better defense, period. Hardman is fast. I love Hardman. He's a Georgia Bulldog. I watch his games more than y'all do. But no receiver on the Chiefs is better than Terry McLaurin. And our defense is way better than the Chiefs, except for Tyrann Mathieu. The Steelers will be surprised by how physical we are next week. I think we can catch the Steelers by surprise. I don't want to win the game, but I think we will smash them in the mouth, punch them in the mouth. Yo, we have a better running back defense. Terry is better than all. Now, how you build a winning culture and can't win? The Cowboys and Bengals are not good. We need a top. Exactly. And yeah, wait. What is this winning culture when we beat the Bengals, who have the worst offensive line, and it showed because we ended up going against Ryan Finley for the rest of the game? I still believe we only won that game because of Ryan Finley. And the Cowboys, who are the most hurt team I've ever seen in the past 5 years, they're worse than the Eagles. They're worse than us the Alex Smith year as far as injuries, and we're proud of that. That's not a winning culture. We're beating teams that are weak. We're not beating teams that matter. We lost to the Lions. We lost to the Giants twice. Come on now. I don't think we're suddenly just better. I think we're just playing worse teams. I think we are better, but I think we're playing worse teams too at the same time. That's making us look this good. Watch, after the Steelers and Seahawks games, y'all are going to be right back down below me. It's going to be me telling y'all, look up. It's not that bad. We're better than you think. Right now, y'all are riding high on these recent wins against terrible teams, and then after 3 weeks, y'all are going to be right back to we suck, fire Ron Rivera, Scott Turner. Watch, and I'm going to be the one, I'm going to be the optimistic one, watch, because I'm just staying right where I've been the whole time. I've been in this perfect middle. Y'all just been going high and low, back and forth, depending on what happens. After the Eagles win, y'all went higher than me. I was like, hey, well, y'all might want to wait. That's the Eagles. Yeah, they were hurt. And then we started losing every game. And then y'all went right back to low. And I was like, bruh, it's not that bad. Then now we're winning against bad teams. And y'all are like, oh, we look like we can win. This is a winning culture against bad teams. I don't see the winning culture thing. But I mean, I hear y'all, but I don't agree. And then we're going to end up losing to the Steelers and Seahawks, who are great teams, so we should. And then y'all are going to go back to saying, fire Ron Rivera, fire Scott Turner. We're terrible. We're 5 years away. Watch. It's going to happen. Jimmy Garoppolo is okay. Yeah, he's not good. Gibson, Zeke, of course. Starting quarterbacks that have been drafted in the first 10 picks, Big Ben. I could have told you, if I were a scout, Jameis Winston wouldn't have went when he went. So, again, you can't bring up these quarterbacks because, again, I could tell you why those quarterbacks were bad. I could have told you before they were drafted that they were going to be busts. And the same guy that's saying these guys will be busts, bust, or is the same guy me who's saying that these quarterbacks coming out this draft won't be bust? It's I can tell. I could have told you Jameis Winston was going to be bad, turnover prone. I could have told you Carson Wentz wasn't going to work out long term, injury prone and inaccurate at times. Cam Newton, inaccurate. Love Cam Newton. He's inaccurate, inconsistent mechanics. Matthew Stafford is better than what people think, but his team around him just been bad. And our team is definitely better than the Lions overall. They just have Matthew Stafford. We don't. Daniel Jones shouldn't have gone in the first round. Could have told you that. Baker Mayfield, I might give you that. I thought Baker Mayfield was going to be better, but still, who knows? He still has time. And Mitch Trubisky should have never went when he went. I could have told y'all that. So those don't count, Rodney. Those do not count. Me as a scout knew before they got drafted they weren't going to work out. So you can't show that to me. Those are other people being dumb drafting those quarterbacks that high. I could have told you they weren't going to be that good. Was extremely low last year because we had a lame duck coach who knew he was going to get fired. That's why we had certain players on the roster who are not here like Monte. That's a good point. Our culture is way better than last year already. I agree. Even though it's against bad teams, I just think the belief behind Ron Rivera, us getting talent like Chase Young, which you can only get high in the draft, Terry McLaurin being great, Antonio Gibson developing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why you can believe in this team. Not because we're beating the Bengals without Joe Burrow and the terrible Cowboys. So, Rico, what if we make the playoffs, we get like the 19th pick and Zach Wilson falls into my lap, or he's projected to go to like the 11th pick and we trade up to get him from the Chiefs? Oh, and I'm cool with that. I don't care what we do as long as we get Zach Wilson. That's all I care about. But I just know winning this division drastically decreases our chances of getting him. That's my problem. But if you can somehow go into the future and show me that we somehow get Zach Wilson even after we win this division, then yeah, go for the division, win it, whatever. I don't care. There's nothing for me to root for again because I don't care about anything unless it's Super Bowls. But I'm a root for us. I'm a root for us to win. But again, I just don't think we can win this division and get Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, or Justin Fields. I'm warning y'all now. I'm letting y'all know that now. Y'all might as well go and get ready. Alex Smith being our starting quarterback next year and maybe the year after that. Oh no, Kyler Murray. Golden Tate is looking like younger in his prime. That's the point, saying they're not going to be that good in one thing, but a lot of players fall in the draft right in the team's laps because of a lot of players that draft off of potential. Hey man, Rodney, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping, but I'm a gambling man. I'm taking whatever increases my opportunity to do something I want. I'm not going to play and be like, well, we can try to win a division, and that drastically decreases our chances, but I'm going to still try to get Zach Wilson. No, I'm like straight up do whatever you got to do to get Zach Wilson, and that's it. I don't care about nothing else. Zach Wilson will be good if we use him right. I think Zach Wilson is going to be a baller. And God forbid Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields goes to another team in this division. Oh, y'all are going to be sad. Y'all watch one of these guys go to the Giants or something. And then y'all going to see what I was talking about. Jordan Love fell into the Packers' lap. I don't think Jordan Love is going to be good. I think he actually got taken too high. So I don't count Jordan Love. I don't think he fell to their lap. I think they actually reached on him. Zach Wilson can easily fall into our lap just like how Jordan Love. Yeah, I don't agree with that, Rodney. I think Jordan Love went too high. I'm not that high on Jordan Love at all. I think he could have gone in the second round. No way a rookie QB learns his offense in one offseason, especially with coach. I don't think it's that bad, though, because Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields are all more mobile than any of the quarterbacks we have on our roster. So they don't even need to know the offense that well to be able to run it that well. Look at Tua. Look at Justin Herbert. They do not know their offenses that well. They just make plays off schedule. You don't need to know the offense like the back of your hand like that. You really don't. It would help, but if you have mobile quarterbacks with big arms that can make plays on the run and make something shake when the offense breaks down, make plays off schedule, then you can still win games. You can still win playoff games like that. They can learn the offense throughout the year. So like I don't. Come on, Aja, no, don't do that. We about to go pop out. All right, y'all. So I only plan on streaming until 2:30, but then we started, debating about the QB versus winning division and stuff. But I'm starving. Aja has to use the bathroom, so I'm about to go ahead and dip up out of here. If we don't get Justin Fields, I want Zach Wilson. I'm down for that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Make sure y'all leave a like when y'all dip up out of here. Just wanted to talk to y'all, talk about the Cowboys game. We ended up talking more about winning the division and quarterback than talking about the game. But I just wanted to talk to y'all. I didn't stream Thursday or Friday, so I wanted to make it up to y'all by streaming today, but I gotta go. So yeah, man, I'll catch y'all. Y'all already know Friday, because of the Friday night stream. I'm gonna come out with videos throughout the day. Throughout the week. So Rico, chill. Rico, bro, I gotta go. I'm starving. I just gotta pee, and I only plan on streaming until 2:30. I got some stuff I gotta do anyway. I just wanted to stream just to talk to y'all, and again, make it up to y'all since I didn't stream Thursday or Friday. This was like my, I'm sorry for not streaming. Guys, realistic, we're drafting a QB like Derek King as our quarterback. I'm a little scared of that. I'm scared of Derek King's bust potential, but we'll see. Will there be new uniforms next season? I hope so. I don't have any insider information on that more than you do, but I hope so. Giants not moving on from Daniel Jones. I hope not. Please make me believe that. Peace, Rico. Hassan, man. Guys, really good. Man, I don't like the Derek Kings. I don't want to go late round and hope they work, but I don't know, man. We'll see though. Guys, peace, Rico. Jay. Rico Wildin', what's good? So, come on, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go, bro. Come on, Alan. Let's play Rocket League later. They do have me on Rocket League. I'm not having a lot of fun on it, so I'm not gonna be on it a lot, but I'll probably run it. I'm Mr. Deal was right for the team. The chips will fall where the chips fall. You still have to do your scouting because you can have a top 10 pick and still get a bad QB. Now that's possible, but I prefer to be in front of other teams. Because teams get petty. Y'all remember when the Steelers traded up right in front of the Bengals to take the quarterback, Artie Burns? And then, they took William Jackson from him. And then the Steelers ended up with Artie Burns, even though the Steelers clearly wanted William Jackson, I think. It's the other way around or something. It's stuff like that, bro. I prefer to have a higher pick. I don't want to leave it up to chance to other teams pass on Zach Wilson. I'll take Zach Wilson 3rd overall if I have to. I just want to secure the bag. I want to secure our franchise's future for the next 10 years. I'm sorry. I'm not taking chances. I'm sorry. I'm doing whatever I can. That's just who I am with everything in life. I'm not leaving anything to chance. I cross my I dot my I's, I cross my T's, I do everything to make sure everything is going according to plan for what I want to happen in the future. That's just who I am. I'm not leaving anything up to chance. I'm not putting anything in anybody else's hands. I'm not leaving it up to another team to do something, just like in real life. I don't leave anything up to anybody else to do something. I just handle it. If I want it handled, I do it. Also, just because one of those quarterbacks are good doesn't mean they're going to survive those front offices. Are you betting that the Eagles, Dallas, or Giants top 10 quarterback? Wait, what? The fact that other teams' divisions had way better quarterback than us and decided not to protect them, and look how injured they are. But again, our offensive line is better than a lot of people think, so I think we're good. I think we take Zach Wilson, Super Bowl contenders within the next 3 years easily. I'm not lying to y'all. Or any of the other guys, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, take your pick. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna catch y'all Friday at the latest live stream wise, but I'm gonna be coming out with videos throughout the week. I'm already working on my statistics video. Y'all know how I did the crazy stats video a couple of weeks ago. I'm coming with another one. There's some crazy stats. The Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Antonio Gibson. It's some crazy stats that proves how great they are and how great they're gonna be. So, yeah, I'm gonna get that video out to y'all probably tomorrow. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all Friday for the live stream. I'm not a big Jamie Newman fan like that, but we'll see. You never know. I just think he's like a less fast, less accurate Deshaun Watson, which is comparing him to Deshaun Watson sounds really good, but Deshaun Watson just has that it factor that I'm not sure Jamie Newman has either. The it factor, accuracy, and mobility. Look at the track record for the Eagles. It had Carson Wentz as MVP and did not give him the right O-line to survive. Yeah, again, but our offensive line is good. Well, decent, and it could be really good after free agency in the draft. So, but all right, y'all, man, I'll catch y'all later. Yeah, man, I'll catch y'all Friday, dog.